You know, the worst thing about me shaving my beard off was
What's that?
Leo, as soon as he saw me, started pissing himself and called me a pea head.
He's done you there.
Mate,
He's like laughing. He's like, "You've got a pea head." I was like, "Oh, mate, this kid's 4. He's fucking ruined me."
Hello and welcome to the latest episode of Goats. This week, with probably our most important subject of all time ever, which we'll come to in a second, and joined again by our best and most prized and most reoccurring guest, Amy Mayer, who is finally on to talk about Shrek. Which, if I know anything about Amy, it's her love of Shrek. In my mind, Amy and Shrek are one and the same, in a nice way.
Yeah, I didn't come out right, did it?
Anyway, moving on. This week, we are discussing, if you've already read the title, the top 4 Shrek movies of all time. And this is movies in the extended Shrek universe.
The Shrekiverse.
The Shrekiverse. The Shrek cinema. What would that be? The Shrum in the Shrek cinematic universe. So yeah, welcome to the show. Before we get started on ranking our favorite Shrek movies, has anyone got anything interesting that's happened in the 2 weeks that we've been off the air because we all got really ill?
You had a story, Seb.
I do have a story. I have a great nonce story.
Go on then.
So,
Go on, then.
A couple of weeks ago, my mate, I won't name him because he's a bit on the shy side. In fact, I'll name him, we'll bleep it. Actually, I won't name him because we'll forget to bleep it in the video, so I won't say it.
Yeah.
But for those of you who know him, his name rhymes with spear and she.
Right.
Anyway, he's a locksmith. Now I've made it really obvious who he is. He's a locksmith. His name's Spear and She, and he's a locksmith. Anyway,
he doesn't listen to this podcast anyway, so don't worry.
So he doesn't know. Anyway, he came up to London to help me secure, and I don't know if you guys know this, but I've actually bought a boat, and he came up to help me secure my boat. See, Amy didn't know, which is lovely, but also shows she hasn't been listening to the podcast very much recently, which is fine because neither have we. So I've bought a boat. Me and Lucy live on a boat now. Anyway, Kieran came up to help. Oh, shit. Spearin came up to help me secure the boat. And we did. We had a very positive first day. We did lots of stuff. And then that evening, Spearin said, "Oi, Seb, I've had this great idea. I've bought up some weed oil. Let's bake some brownies." I've never done edibles before, but you know I love the ganja herb, so I'm pretty hardcore. So we bake these like box brownies where we just replace some of the mixture with weed oil. It's all gravy. I'm floating. I'm having a good time. I'm feeling it. It's probably the most I've felt it in a while. And we're out for a meal. Luce is there. We're all feeling pretty giggly. Luce hasn't had any, but you know, we're all on a vibe. And I don't know if I can think of a text message to kill anyone's buzz more than the one I got, because right at the peak of my let's have a really great night, I got a text from my mother that said, "Hey, do you remember insert name who used to live next door? He's just been sent to prison for child pornography."
Wow.
So I'm just in a pizza shop, just like, oh fucking hell!
That's a buzzkiller.
That's an absolute buzzkill. It's really, really, really hard to get the vibes back when you've just found out your next door neighbour is a serial paedophile. It's really difficult. It's really hard.
Goodness. Were you close to him?
Well, luckily not that close.
Was it a him or a her?
It was a him. He was an anaesthetist, and I mean, we knew he was a wrong one for a minute. He's one of the people who knocks you out.
That's not good.
Yeah, in theatre.
Surgery, mate.
Surgery, not just
I think like a boxer or something.
Fucking sparks people.
Anyway, he In fact, I mean, I can say it is. It's in the papers. His name's Alex Grice, and he basically was arrested in 2017 for taking pictures under a shower cubicle in France. He was then put on like basically in a role. He was still allowed to keep his job, which is mental, but he wasn't allowed to be with patients on his own. And then a couple months later, someone walks in and he's just like waiting for a patient, and he's watching a video of a naked woman with her tits out having an operation performed on her. So he's watching like surgery porn. Anyway, they went back to his house because obviously that's ringing alarm bells.
That's a red flag in a surgery porn.
One strike is sexy pictures under the showers, yeah. But I think he said he like dropped his phone or something. But you can't get away with surgery porn. Anyway, I mean, I won't go into detail because this is a funny pod, but some of the shit they found on his computer, basically the same thing, but with kids. And I found all of that out while incredibly high, just on my own in a pizza shop.
Wow.
Can you imagine? I cannot think of a single thing to bring you back down to earth or set you off on a bit of a spinner, which it did both.
Maybe it was. What would have been worse was if your mum texted you being like, "By the way, I'm a serial paedophile." That's what you want to know.
That would have been worse. Or to be fair, if someone texted me and was like, "You're a paedophile," because obviously I'm not. But when you're that melted, you'd be like,
"Shit."
Wait a minute.
But yeah, no. I just remember looking at the picture of his eyes and just being like, "I've never seen so much hate and sadness in one person." And Lisa's like, what the fuck is going on over there? Anyway, that's my nonce story.
Well, I think just how that text message killed the buzz of your night, you've just killed the buzz of this podcast.
What?
Yes.
No, I haven't. I always say another this is a funny story.
Yeah.
So
redeem yourself.
I've been a bit ill this week, right?
Yeah.
So Sunday night, feeling a bit weird. Monday, feel really weird. Monday night, getting sweats. In the night, right, start having mad fever dreams. 2 central points. And I hate other people's dreams. So I'm not one of them people who's going to start moaning on about people's dreams. I'll just give you the fucking, just the 2 points. Number 1, I thought it was Harry Potter. Genuinely, I thought the Dark Lord was coming to get me and I was scared. Number 2, I thought I was a boat. And I thought I was going to capsize. And Luce woke up to me holding on. I was clawed my way up in the bed and was holding on to the wall next to the bed because I was scared I was going to capsize onto her and spill water on her. That's how I was gone. I was. Then,
I don't ever want to hear you take the piss out of me ever again for telling you one of my dreams.
I apologize.
That's a good dream. That's a funny dream. I like that.
Then Tuesday. Wake up, I'm feeling a bit better. Treat myself to some super noodles, couple of bites, shit myself, realise I'm not okay, go back to bed. Wednesday, wake up, fine.
Sweet.
Nice.
I haven't shit myself in earnest in ages, and that was it. Just fucking no holds barred.
I've never shit myself.
What?
Never in my whole life. Obviously, when I was a baby, never like.
Mate.
What are you shitting yourself?
You've never like risked a fart?
Yeah.
Nah, I've never shit myself.
It's not like a hangover fart.
Yeah.
A hangover fart. It's always on a hangover. I shit myself.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're horrible, but
every time.
I don't shit myself. I've never shit myself.
All right.
Yeah, I mean that's a hell of a.
I don't think I've ever pissed myself either, because there's a thing with like blokes when they get really drunk, they just like piss in the bed and stuff, isn't it?
I've never
had that either.
I used to have a real problem with getting blackout drunk and doing stupid things, and one of my things was getting blackout drunk and just pissing anywhere. Like my mum came in once middle of the night and she was like, "What are you doing?" And I opened up my sock drawer and was just pissing. I was like, "Fuck off, mum." All over the floor, all over my socks.
I'm wearing the plants, Mum.
Speaking of
plants, Vinny, haven't you got a funny story?
You stole my segue, you little fucker.
Oh, right, yeah. Sure. So it was my friend's birthday up in Shrewsbury, so we all went up there. Had a really good time over the weekend. We did bottomless brunch on Saturday.
Dangerous.
I've never been like, because I've been basically like not been able to leave the house for the past 2 weeks because I've been too ill. The Prosecco's hit me pretty hard, and I've never been so drunk in the middle of the day than that Saturday. And of course, I threw up all over the place. But I was a good boy about it. I got all in the toilet. I was very clean about it. And then we went back to my friend's house and kept on partying, and that was great. And then suddenly it just hit me again that I needed to throw up again. And I walked outside and I threw up all over his flowers. And there's a nice little like mixed spicy colored stack of puke that looks like rice as well. Still to this day.
Just a whole burger.
The worst part is I went into the office today and I wore the same jumper that I wore that day because it was still clean as far as I knew, and I noticed about 2 hours into my morning there was like some orange specks.
Oh no,
Rusty orange specks.
Oh, really?
And yeah, there was. I went to work with pukey jumper.
That's real bad.
That is awful.
That's
It didn't smell though. I made sure it didn't smell, so that was, no one noticed.
That's good. Great.
I think puke is probably the third worst bodily fluid you could go to work with on you.
Right, shit's one of them.
Shit's
What's the
top.
other?
I think cum has to be second.
Oh, yeah.
Blood.
Blood's fine. Blood's low.
Yeah, but if you're going to work covered in blood,
yeah,
that's
no, but
not
you could
a
have
great
just been in an accident where like you can bleed like in a way that is completely accidental and understandable. Whereas you've either been shat on or you've shit yourself. That's not good. Cum, there's no way of explaining that.
Yeah.
Yogurt.
Toothpaste.
Toothpaste is a good one.
What's your cum
I've
look
used
like?
that excuse before.
It's just toothpaste everywhere.
Just all over yourself.
How violently are you brushing your teeth?
What's it around the back?
It's on the walls. It's fucking.
Right. Enough shitting and pissing and puking and coming. I think we should get to the Shrek. Get to the Shrek.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Should we get to the Shrek?
Well, on that note, speaking of
he does puke and shit a lot though. So
does he shit a lot?
he likes
puke
shit
a lot. What?
Like he's a big fart of shitter kind of.
Yeah, he likes like filth,
farts a
doesn't he?
lot.
like he's always in his
yeah, but it's not like
shit himself.
it's sort of mud, isn't it? He doesn't. It's not shit. It's not
know,
like
though.
fecal matter. It's
I
like
reckon he likes a bit of shit.
I know it's assumed. that there's poo involved, but they never explicitly say. That's
Never
shit.
assumed. It's never assumed that he shits himself constantly.
The baby's like puke on him and he's loving that.
I don't think he does love that.
Yeah, but he's not, but he's just like, oh, whatever.
I'm not sure.
Pretty much.
Comes out of the toilet in the first scene, doesn't he? After having a shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
but you assume he probably didn't wipe. That's probably like
No,
Yeah,
where-
he definitely doesn't.
he wiped. He wiped with the book that he was reading from, the fairy tale book.
Oh yeah,
Because
that's
it starts
true.
with him reading the
Yeah.
fairy tale book. Yeah.
But that
Alright,
was in
well,
a
fair.
protest. That was a protest. That's symbolism of his protest of he doesn't like happy and ever after because he's a fucking earth. So he's like, fuck your happy ever after. I'm covering it in my shit.
He
That's
says,
the words
"What a
he uses.
loader," and then flushes, doesn't he?
Yeah, and then
Ah.
somebody once told me. Yeah.
Bass boosted.
Right. Anyway, bass boosted donkey compilation. Anyway,
Keep going, donkey.
Have you seen the
What's that
Brady
one where
Bunch?
Shrek like flies in the window?
What
Oh,
the
that's-
Goosebumps one?
no,
No,
that's-
that like is it like
Shrek is
G1
love,
video?
Shrek is life. That was
Shrek is love.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah, I
that
forgot
was-
to say that's actually my pick.
I remember reading a story on Reddit about a kid who loved Shrek so much he would just close his eyes and imagine Shrek and just rewatch Shrek in his head. And then his dad used to open the door and be like, "You better not be watching Shrek in your eyes." But anyway,
Get out of my swamp.
speaking of watching Shrek in your eyes, this week, as we've already teased you with, we are talking about the top 4 Shrek movies of all time. And if you haven't listened to one of our, let's be honest, iconic top 4 episodes, which are sometimes
6.
top 6, sometimes top 3. And
They're
for some
always
reason,
top 6.
are they?
This is the first top
No.
4, and it's funny because there's 4 Shrek movies.
They're always top 3.
Yeah, we did
picked
top
6,
3.
but then
I
we
see.
do top 3. Yeah.
But this
I don't
week,
fucking know.
this week we're bringing just 4, and we're just ranking them.
Yeah.
So that's the format, all right, gang. Look, fucking,
Yeah.
we've all been a bit ill and we're a bit tired, and Amy's the only one who actually knows anything about Shrek. So just fucking leave it out, all right? Look, it was kind of like a meme idea, and then it became a real idea, and look, we're here now. So let's just fucking go, all right?
I can't wait.
Welcome to the top 4 Shrek movies of all time. Who would like to go first to throw their proverbial what's the sort of hat that a fairy tale creature throw their bonnet into the ring? Is a bonnet? Would they wear a bonnet, or throw your, what does Little Bo Peep wear? That's a bonnet. Throw your bonnet
Wizard
into
cap.
the ring.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna say again, see if you get it. Throw your bonnet into the ring. That was painful. That felt like I was back at school. Anyway,
should we go chronological order? Because I feel like that would make the most sense.
well, yeah. In theory, though, we don't know who's picked what.
Well, no, we obviously all know because there's only
Yeah, because otherwise we all pick the
films
same
to
fucking
pick.
one, wouldn't we?
Yeah, we all would have put Shrek 2.
No, we all pick Shrek 3. Yeah, let's go chronologically.
Okay, let's go
Anyway,
chronologically.
Who picked Shrek 1?
I did.
Amy picked Shrek 1, right?
Let's go, Amy.
Amy, before you get going, can you just explain for the listeners and maybe people who don't know you as well as us what your, because we know you really, really well, having recorded 3 episodes of a podcast with you. Where does your love for Shrek come from? Because it is like an iconic part of your personality.
Well, Seb, it's in my thing.
Oh, well, fucking
Okay.
great. Just crack on then,
Don't
mate.
even worry. Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Picture this. Rewind to July 2001. Your dad hasn't yet deserted your family. Great. But you still have a dad, so that's something. The best
That actually cuts deep. That's a low blow.
Yeah. Felt that one.
absolutely nothing. It's not personal. It's not about anyone.
It's okay, don't worry.
The best part of having a deadbeat dad is pirated DVD copies of unreleased movies.
Right, we did have
true.
this.
He brings out an old school CD case filled to the brim with low quality, illegally downloaded films. You flip through the pages: Princess Diaries, Zoolander, Spy Kids, The Mummy Returns, and then, amidst the poorly scribbled movie names, something catches your eye. It's a word you've never seen before. You find yourself compelled to flip back and find it. After a few seconds of flipping, you see it. Slotted in between Cats and Dogs and Ocean's 11. A 5-letter word that seems short and simple, but in reality it reads, "Hey, it's okay. Come and join this family of fairy tale creatures. Soon to be the most loved franchise in the world. We'll take care of you." You press open your PS2, ejecting SSX Tricky, and carefully inserting the new exciting disc. You wait, staring at the blank TV, not realizing your life is about to change forever, and you never do the same again. A little man floats on the moon, fishing alone. A symphony plays, and in the most beautiful, bubbly, slightly slimy font, the word, the name, the legacy beams out of the screen. You blink and read it. A smile comes across your 4-year-old face. Shrek. That is my little intro.
Great intro.
Is that your I feel like that's your personal experience.
This is, yeah. I don't speak to my dad. But the one thing that man has left in
Fuck
my...
off, Michael. You can't say that.
Why? Why can't I say that?
It's the truth.
What do you
It's
say?
true.
Because he's dead.
It doesn't matter if he's dead, it's true.
My dad is not dead. But he is deadbeat.
Sebek's lost it.
Sebek's gone. Seb, I can say whatever I want. He was my father. I can say that if I want.
I don't speak to my dad. Me neither.
Well, I didn't speak to him when he was alive either, so that's fine.
That's true.
I feel like that might have brought the vibe down lower than Seb's.
Nah. I think it's funny.
It's so funny.
It's so funny.
It's so funny.
I genuinely want to hear about Shrek because this is like I think we had it on a pirate thing as well, like scrolled on where I think it may have even said like Shrock, then like cross Shrek. I'm pretty sure I've seen that we had a black CD case of loads of shit like that. Not all pirated, but I'm sure I've seen Shriek in there.
Shriek.
I remember watching it. It's awful quality.
Yeah.
So this is great. I'm loving this.
Well, anyway, Shrek the First is the first animation to have a protagonist that doesn't fit the box of beautiful and charming that main characters often rely on. It is the mother of all Shreks, birthing iconic movies like Shrek 2, Puss in Boots, and a variety of Shrek special features. But regardless of its ground-breaking storyline, animation, and characters, it is the clear winner of the franchise purely based on having the best soundtrack. Shrek the First remains one of the most iconic soundtracks, featuring hit songs such as Smash Mouth's All Stars, I'm a Believer, Willie Nelson's On the Road Again, Bad Reputation by Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, Hallelujah, sung by John Cale, plus original musical numbers such as the one sung by Robin Hood.
Oh yeah, the Robin Hood bit is good.
So, take away the animation, the storyline, everything, the jokes, and how, I mean, to be fair, they are a lot better than the rest of the Shreks. Just on soundtrack, Shrek First is the winner.
I will say, I think I'm a Believer. It's by the Monkees, right? I think that song, even though it was made like 40 years before Shrek came out, it's somehow made for the film. Just because of that, just because of the opening line alone, it seems like it's completely made for the film. But yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, that's so weird because I feel like Smash Mouth All Star was also made for the film. Like you said, when he comes out the toilet, like somebody, it's like got that like bouncy beat, and that's like Shrek's like stomping along.
I think it was. I think they knew. I think because Smash Mouth covered, they did "I'm a Believer" as well, didn't they?
Oh, in the film.
That is them
like
in the film that does it.
Oh, it's their version, is it?
They do another. What was the other song you mentioned, Amy? They did.
They do All Star and I'm a Believer.
Yeah. Did they do another one? I don't know. You're probably right. Yeah.
Might have done another
But when did All Star come out?
I think it was.
Was it in the same year?
Should I research?
1999 All Star came out, so that was before Shrek, right?
Yeah,
I wonder.
2001.
I wonder if Shrek is what made All Star Smash Mouth so iconic.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
it's 100% the reason.
It's taken a long time to make Shrek because I don't know if you researched it a bit, but there was loads of different versions made with different actors and like different animation studios, and people who weren't doing very well at their job, they would be sent to go and work on Shrek, and it would be like a punishment.
Yeah.
You're not doing very well, go and work on Shrek.
Yeah, it was like in development hell for like the longest time, and
it's so funny though because I feel like the symbolism of that is like Shrek the movie was like this disgusting thing that no one loved. It was just shit. It was just like in a swamp and it's like disgusting. You go there and it's grim. But then it comes out and everyone loves it. They realize the beauty behind the beast. And Shrek is that as a character. He's a fucking ugly ogre who stinks of shit and is horrible. But then you peel back the layers of his onion and he's nice and kind and he's like a loving... Fucking hell, mate. Shrek is blowing my mind.
And the only way, Michael, the only way that could get more interesting is if you then got to watch his sort of coming of age story when he went to high school.
We'll get onto that. We will get onto the Shrek goes to high school. Don't you worry.
But interesting you should say about the ugly Shrek thing, because did you might have done your research, I don't know. But there are about 3 different actors cast as Shrek throughout its time. The first one was Bill Murray. With Steve Martin as Donkey. but that was before the rights were sold to DreamWorks.
Mhm.
And then Nicolas Cage turned down the role because
Thank God.
he was worried people would see him as a scary ogre.
I think they see him as far worse than that anyway.
Vinny, you're the only one who can do a Nicolas Cage impression. Do Nicolas
Don't put me on
Cage
the
as
spot.
Shrek.
No, I'm not
Who
doing
Nicolas Cage
Cage.
as a Scottish Shrek?
Do-
Wow, donkey.
They better out than in.
I'm not your dancing monkey. No, I can't.
It's,
No,
the moment's gone, the
that
moment's
was good
gone.
enough. Though.
If you lose, then you have to.
That's true, yeah.
How would I lose? What if I don't
If
get
you-
the number one spot?
You
If you
come
don't
fourth.
come in, if you come number 4, or 3, or 2, or 1.
So I'm just gonna have to do it anyway.
Just prepare yourself. Just in your head,
Okay,
just keep going like,
I'll see if I
Where do I have
can
done it?
stop something.
I'll keep going. The
Onions have layers. Do that.
onions have layers. No, I don't know. I said that like Ken Watanabe. That was bad.
Onions have layers.
Let them fight. Godzilla has layers. Let them fight.
Oh
Right, carry on with Shrek 1.
So we'll have to cut some of that.
Where was I? Oh yeah, one of the third person to be cast as Shrek was Chris Farley. But he died in 1997, so they must have been making it for a long time.
Yeah.
After they'd recorded 90% of the dialogue, roughly, he passed away, and it was quite sad because he was really excited for the role because it was actually his first serious role where he wasn't just playing like a fat buffoon. He said,
Right.
it's deeper than that, isn't it? Like Shrek's not a fat buffoon, you know?
No.
Yeah,
Weird
yeah.
looks.
That's the whole point. Yeah.
They in fact when he died, they asked his brother to do the remaining 10% of it because apparently he could do like a really good impression of it, but this is like 3 days after his brother died, so he was like, no, I'm in mourning. I'm not doing my
Imagine
brother's
that.
voice.
Mate, I know your brother's just like died. Like, can you just like come in and like pretend to be him for a bit?
I reckon they
It
could have
is-
got
No.
they could have got Nicolas Cage to play Chris Farley playing.
They could have got Nicolas Cage to play Chris Farley's brother, playing Chris Farley playing
He's
Shrek.
crying the whole time. He's holding back tears.
Yeah.
Have you actually seen any of the Chris Farley clips? Because there's quite a few more like on YouTube. It is so weird hearing him with like an American accent, not at all
Hearing a
like the
different
Shrek
Shrek.
you know and love.
Yeah.
Because Donkey's also that's Eddie Murphy. Like everyone else, I think is basically the exact same,
Yeah.
but Shrek, and it's really really
That's
weird.
Yeah, I'll have a look.
Yeah, it's interesting. The character's completely different. Where was I? I don't know if I've got much else to say. Oh, awards. Shrek won the first ever Best Animation Feature at the Academy Awards. That it was the
Really?
first time they'd made it, yeah, and then they gave it to Shrek.
They won a Shroska.
Yeah.
Shrekky.
Shrek.
It won Best Adapted Screenplay at the BAFTAs. It's won 8 Annie Awards, including Eddie Murphy's for voice acting and Best Animated Feature. Sorry, I didn't mean, yeah.
It's fine.
And it is the highest ranking Shrek movie on IMDb with a 7.9 compared to Shrek 2, 7.3.
7.9. Damn, that is high.
Shrek 2 is a 7.3. What?
And I'm gonna like let you guys have it a little bit easy because we have to acknowledge that without Shrek, none of you would be here. You know, so
I was born like 5 years before Shrek came out.
no, but you wouldn't be here with your film choice. Like none of
Yeah,
these
yeah.
left. And I feel like we have to acknowledge that this Shrek, regardless of the outcome of this podcast, we will kind of know in our hearts that Shrek the First is the best. Like we can acknowledge that, really, can't we?
It's the Genesis.
Yeah.
It's the Shrenesis.
This is it. So
We
it's-
could have, to keep playing on the joke, we could have done top 4 Toy Story movies because there's 4 of them as well. So if Shrek wasn't there, we could have done that, couldn't we?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I would be doing that.
That's true.
Nah, I'm taking the piss. Nah, yeah, that's true. None
And
of these Shrek movies would be there without Shrek. The OG's always got to have credit.
to be
Yeah.
fair, Toy Story does rank higher on the IMDb. That's what I saw, and I was a bit annoyed about that. I actually think Toy Story 2 ranks higher.
Yeah, but Toy
Yeah,
Story.
I recently rewatched Toy Story and they are good. They are really good. Toy Story 4, no, not good. I mean, they should have ended it.
Yeah,
I just
properly.
think Toy Story is one of
Yeah.
them weird films that people like. It's kind of good, but people say it's like really, really good. Like, do you
I
remember?
think it gets hyped up more because Toy Story 1 came out at a time. It came out in 1994 or something. So 3D animation to that level was brand new and it looked incredible for the time. If you watch it now, it looks a bit shit, but it's not too dated, even like 30 years later. But like at the time, it was like nuts. That was like, you couldn't do that in animation,
Also, like-
which is why it gets more props.
Nostalgia bias plays like a big role
Oh, yeah,
in
of
like
course, yeah.
IMDb. Also, so does recency bias. Like, there was a point where like fucking Spider-Man, we've got all the Spider-Mans in one film, was like rated higher than Shawshank Redemption. You know, clearly not, is it?
Yeah, that's just Marvel fans. They always
Marvel
like,
fans are the fucking worst.
they review bomb all their films. They make it.
I mean,
they always put like give it 10s and stuff.
Yeah,
I quite like Marvel films, but
yeah, and you're the fucking
it's-
worst, Seb.
It's fine to like Marvel films. It's just they've got a ravenous fan base of like,
Yeah.
super nerds.
it's true.
I
Right.
feel like people who like Shrek, though, they are cool in general. Do you know what I mean? Like big, massive Shrek fans, like the people that go to the fucking premiere, like Shrek 5's coming out, right? The people that will go to the premiere, like fucking full body paint and fucking Shrek is, they will be the soundest people. You'll like go to the pub with them afterwards. They'll be so sick. Because Shrek's kind of got that vibe. It's a kid's movie, isn't
Yeah.
it? As a franchise, it's for children, but it just has that extra bit for like older people. Like now we can go back. We loved it as a kid, and you watch it again now, and you're like, you get it on a whole nother level, and you still love it.
I think because it's very entwined with a lot of and I'll talk about this in my bit, but there's loads of like modern sort of pop culture references, which
Yeah, loads.
obviously
yeah.
flew over my head when I was a kid, and now when
Yeah,
I'm older,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, oh, I know that, I recognize that,
I know that thing. Yeah,
celebrity or
exactly.
whatever.
That's what I mean. But if you went to like the Marvel Endgame premiere, you wouldn't want to stand anywhere near those motherfuckers in line. It will be grim. Do you know what I mean?
You
Well,
could
no.
smell them from a mile away.
It would stink. Their
no,
opinions
right.
would be awful. They'd be terrible people to hang
They'd-
out with.
cover their
No.
own shit and puke and
Oh, for
jizz.
God's
Yeah.
no. I mean,
They'd
you
all
can
be
talk, Vinny.
screaming about how like
neighbours would be
Thor
nonsense.
5 is the best
I mean,
fucking one, and it's just like nah. But the Shrek lot, their sound, 100%.
I actually did. I won a costume competition dressed as an ogre, so
did you?
Really?
I did. Yeah, and I never got the prize.
Bastards.
What was the prize?
It was like free tickets to some of the events.
Oh, I feel your pain so much. I got fucking robbed at a holiday camp once, right? In a singing competition.
Dancing
Fucking
competition,
right.
wasn't it?
No, there was a dancing competition the first night, and I lost that to this girl. Fair play. She won the first night. Fine. Then there was a talent show the next night. No, 2 nights after, we had a whole night to rehearse, right? I fucking sang Busted so good, right? And guess who beat me? I came second again, and the prize for both competitions was a free holiday. Guess who got 2 fucking free holidays, and who got second twice? Didn't even get a sympathy free holiday. They gave 2 holidays to the same fucking girl.
Yeah,
What?
I feel like that's not on.
That's bullshit.
How is that even like?
Rigged. That
Do you know
must
what I
Yeah.
mean?
I feel that's not
Like,
on.
I was 8 years old. Like,
she
I was
think?
like, yo, my family's getting a free fucking holiday. I'm gonna be a fucking hero.
Yeah, what did she sing? Do you remember?
Like something shit, probably. Something probably fucking well shit.
She probably
I
fucking
was doing
nailed it.
Busted
She probably
year 3000, right? Listen. I was doing year 3000, right? I didn't even sing the second verse because I was fucking breakdancing. Boom.
Well, that's
Do you know
why
what I
it's a
mean?
singing competition. You start breakdancing.
No, it was a singing and it was a talent show. It was like a talent show thing. It was
Okay,
like a
fair
singing
enough.
and dancing thing.
Okay.
And yes, I got up from the headspin, Pin to the, yeah, like, but come on, you can't give the same kid 2 free holidays.
I really want to
I
see.
feel your
whatever,
pain, Amy. I feel your pain.
I would
It's
love to see the
injustice.
video.
I actually did win.
Yeah, fuck you, Mork.
What?
Not just to say, like, it's not. I don't really
not the
feel
same.
confident, like, but yeah.
There was a video of it. There was a video.
Was it
The
destroyed?
VHS tape. It was
You need to
destroyed. No,
find
I
it.
don't know where it is. It's probably destroyed. It'll
That
probably
little-
be perished by now anyway. It's fucking 20 years old.
That little girl was probably like on a dialysis machine. No,
Yeah.
She won. No, and like she was like 4 years older than me as well.
well, yeah, she probably didn't have long left though.
Fuck off, mate. She's like, that's just bang out of order, isn't it? That's bang out of
Wheel her
order.
in, and she just starts like trying to like move her like arms and legs to like dance.
No,
to the
she
beat.
was
Singing, like,
not.
"When will we
No,
see
she
you
was
again?"
perfectly healthy. She wasn't.
See
She
you
wasn't
again.
unhealthy. She was perfectly healthy. Okay.
The whole crowd's in tears, and then Michael steps up, busted with a head spin, and he's like, "I've been fucking robbed twice."
Spits at her, tries to unplug her dialysis machine.
She's not even going to use them holidays. She's not going to be back next year, is she? Fucking
Well, she
hell.
don't need 2 free holidays then, does she?
She doesn't even need one, mate. She's going to make it past
Exactly.
next week.
She wasn't even ill, so you know. But I
Right.
hope if you're out there, you enjoyed your 2 free holidays.
hope you do have
fucking
cancer.
scumbag. No.
Nah, that's not. That's not on.
It's an imaginary
That's not on,
person.
pal. That's
You
not
always
buddy.
step over the line.
That's a real person. That's a real 12
it's not a real person
in a
we know.
dialysis machine. She's still 12.
What's
She's
that?
still dying.
I don't have magical powers. I can't like curse people.
That's not, mate.
Oh, it's not on set.
Right. Should we just quickly move on from that?
Yeah,
Right.
The
that was
bad
good.
fight it was.
Yeah, that was good, Amy. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Shrek 1's fantastic.
Right,
I've got
who
a lot of
did-
nostalgia for it.
We've done Shrek 1. It was a good pitch. You made a lot of interesting points. But now we need to move forward to the only reasonable place, which is Shrek 2.
Yeah.
Vinny, did you do Shrek 2?
I did Shrek 2.
Wow. Let's see what you've got to say
Right.
about Shrek 2, Return to the Shrekiverse.
Shrek 2, get out of my swamp, donkey. Right.
This time it's personal.
The
This sounds
revenge.
personal because, Puss in Boots is in it.
Yeah.
Oh!
Anyway, Shrek 2, I just have to say, Shrek 2 is the perfect sequel. I think it's not only the best Shrek film, I think it's maybe one of the best film sequels. Just full stop, I think.
Terminator
genuinely.
2.
That's up there as well. I'm not saying it's the best, I'm
Hours?
saying it's part of the best.
Okay.
I think so. What does it do that makes it perfect as a sequel? So it expands the universe in the best way possible. It adds this new Hollywood-esque parody land called Far, Far Away. And sorry, my notes are all over the place. So I wrote them like 20 minutes ago.
Okay, I haven't even got notes.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
All on the dome, mate.
So it's the perfect part to the ending of Shrek 1. The Shrek 1 ending obviously being the happy ever after. And this is what happens after the happily ever after. And it answers that question perfectly, incredibly. I say perfect a lot in my notes as well. I've noticed as well. So be ready for that. First thing I'm going to talk about is the returning characters. They're back. They're better than ever. But not only that, there's more characters. There's new characters. And they're all top notch, 100% top quality, lit. Mummy, get the camera, no scope. So first of all, we got Fiona's father. He's incredible as this disapproving father who just fucking hates Shrek's guts because he's a fucking ogre and he's like, what is my lovely daughter married? And also, she's a fucking ogre. What the fuck's going on here? It's great. It's
Did he not
perfect.
know she was an ogre?
Well, the whole idea is that the spell would be broken, like the whole like curse of her being turned into an ogre every night would be broken
Right.
when Prince Charming comes and kisses her. But obviously at the start, he rides through and he comes up the tower, and it's not Fiona, it's the wolf and the
Yeah.
the
The, like,
old woman's
granny.
clothes.
Yeah.
reading like a Pork Illustrated magazine, which is kind of goofy.
Pretty funny.
Yeah. But not only that, there's lots of these really like funny sort of subtle hints towards the kind of backstory of of Fiona's father being the frog, which is also like a fairy tale, the frog who kisses the princess and it turns into the prince. So I guess it's the opposite way around. Like,
yeah, it's the opposite. He's a frog. She should be a frog.
He's the frog and he kisses the. But anyway, there's loads of these kind of like
The princess kisses the frog.
There's loads of these like subtle references, like how like
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, there's loads of these great like subtle references all throughout about how he, hops around and shit, and and when they're talking about like when he's talking to his wife and saying like she's like, oh, I remember we used to walk by the lily pond, our first kiss, and all this stuff, and it's like when you realize later on it's because he was a frog, it's like, oh my god, it makes so much sense, all this stuff.
He's a frog.
He's a frog. It's great. But then also you have Puss in Boots, absolute showstopper. He's incredible, absolute quality. He's the new talking animal sidekick, and Donkey just fucking hates his guts because he's Shrek's best friend. And now Puss in Boots has showed up and he's less annoying than Donkey to Shrek. So Shrek immediately likes him a lot more. So he's super jealous the whole time. And it's very, very funny. And obviously Antonio Banderas just absolutely nails the thing. Also, I found out today that Antonio Banderas did Puss in Boots' voice for like 7 other languages, like in the other language versions of
Really?
Shrek. Yeah. I can't remember all of them, but I know he did it for like Spanish and like Catalan and
I think he did like Spanish, Italian, Portuguese.
yeah.
It's a lot of like obviously Latin languages.
Yeah.
Might have done French as well.
Romani. Maybe. But yeah, he absolutely nails the role. He's basically just Zorro, but he's this tiny little cat. It's fantastic. And he's got his little boots, as Shrek says. Look at his little boots. And then you have the first villain, and this is Prince Charming, and he is incredible as this joke villain who's just this pompous buffoon who is just mummy's little boy, and he's just so funny. And I personally really love the scene when he's pretending that he's Shrek, and he like had drunk the potion, and now he's turned into like handsome human Shrek. And he's like pretending to do Shrek's voice to Fiona. He's like, I, Shrek, it is me, Shrek. No, it's I, Fiona. I, Fiona. In this like really posh accent. It's like very clearly not Shrek.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, it's just like the complete antithesis to Shrek in like every single way. And then the actual villain of Shrek 2 is his mother, that being the fairy godmother. Again, I forget the voice actress who plays her, but she absolutely nails
Emma
it.
Thompson, isn't it?
No.
Yeah,
I think it is.
Yeah.
I think I've just absolutely pulled that out of my ass. I think it is Emma Thompson.
Yeah, it might be Emma
Andrews.
Thompson.
Is it?
Julie Andrews. Yep.
Oh,
My bad.
Get wrecked, everyone.
Yeah. Anyway, so I think the fairy godmother is the best Shrek villain out of all the series. I think she blows out of the water. I think she's got that like funny side to her because she's like she whenever she gets super stressed out, she like has to order like fast food and ruin her diet. But she's also like a very serious villain who's like very much like it's very difficult to like stop her because she's kind of like very what's the word? She encapsulates the society she lives in perfectly because she has these kind of two sides to her. She's like the side everyone sees is this really famous, popular, like can't do any wrong. She's like everyone's grandmother. Everyone loves her so much, and she gives everyone the happy ever after. Like that's the business that she does. But like secretly, she's this like evil, conniving, jealous woman who just wants to see her son take the throne, basically, and is like she'll do anything she has to do, like blackmail the king into getting her way. And yeah, she's fantastic as a villain. And obviously, when I think of her, I think of the song she does at the end. the I Need a Hero, which
Oh yeah, that is good to be fair.
brings me on to the point where, and I sort of forgot how good Shrek 1 soundtrack is, but I think Shrek 2, I think it's a very worthy contender. I think it's really, really good. I think all the songs fit. Not only are they all bangers, but they also fit like super well narratively of like what's going on at the time. Like the end scene where like human Shrek's on top of the giant gingerbread man, and he's laying siege to the castle to try get into like the party because like obviously Fiona's in there with Prince Charming and he has to kiss her before the midnight and all that sort of stuff. And
Doesn't it
she's
have
singing.
It's got Led Zeppelin in as well.
That's Shrek the third.
Oh.
It's
They
got
butcher
Simon
that.
Cowell in it, doesn't it?
Which one?
Yeah, bit.
Yeah. Oh, it has got Simon Cowell in, you're right.
It's like they do like a whole fucking.
Yeah, we watched that. It was really, really weird watching that because it's just like Shrek and Fiona being like, "Ha ha, that's a funny one, Simon." It's like, why is Simon Cowell?
It's also got that. I'm going to come on to this later, but it has my favorite reoccurring joke in the Shrek series, which is that Puss in Boots gets arrested and has catnip on him, and he goes, "It's for my glaucoma," and he says They do it in like every film that has Puss in Boots in from then on, and it's always great.
Yeah. I literally wrote that down as part of the jokes that I wanted to like say from the film. Yeah. But yeah, the music's amazing. I Need a Hero is sung incredibly, and it has this kind of 80s synthy techno like drum beat to it, which just adds so much to it. And obviously, narratively, it works perfectly for how Fiona feels at the time because she's being forced into dancing with Prince Charming, and she's like, "This is clearly not Shrek. This is not my husband. I don't want to kiss him," and he's like trying to kiss her the whole time, and she needs a hero, and that's where Shrek fucking bursts in on horseback donkey, and yeah, so good.
Donkey.
Donkey. And the incredible cover of David Bowie's changes when human Shrek and horse donkey are like riding around and far away, and obviously it's a great song, and I think it's a really great cover, and obviously again narratively he's changed and like people now love him, and that's the whole thing, how like when they first see him they're like, who's this disgusting creature, why is he in my not swamp, but why is he in my city?
Why is he in my swamp?
But sorry,
Jennifer
you were gonna say
Saunders is the fairy godmother.
I
Jennifer
knew I was
Saunders,
right.
not
Yeah.
Julie Andrews.
No, Julie
Jennifer
Andrews is Queen
Saunders.
Lillian.
Oh, my
I was
bad.
looking at the
Yeah.
and
Jennifer
apparently
Saunders.
on the
Sorry.
cast list, Joan Rivers plays Joan Rivers, but I don't remember Joan Rivers
Fucking love Joan Rivers.
being.
Joan Rivers is at like when they have like the wedding ceremony party thing, like all the celebrities are showing up, all the fairy tale celebrities showing up, and she's like, oh, look, it's the fairy godmother.
Oh yeah,
Amazing.
that's who that is. Oh shit, that makes sense now. I didn't get it before. I was like,
That's brilliant.
What's going on?
Yeah. It's like the red carpet thing, which I think she used to be like the host of or whatever.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
And there's loads of actors in it. John Cleese is King Harold.
Mhm.
Yeah. John
Larry
Cleese,
King
he's the
is
frog.
the ugly stepsister.
Yeah. Larry King. Yeah. But obviously, it's Shrek 2. It's a comedy. It's as much a comedy as it's drama, but it's also a comedy. And so, like you said before, like the scene where Shrek, Donkey, and Puss get chased by the police, and they bash them down into the alleyway, and they like put Puss against the wall, and they like take out like a bag of catnip, and they're like. And he's like, "Oh, it's not mine." It's so good. And they put them in the back of the caravan, and they start like pepper spraying them with like giant pepper shakers.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's so good.
And I really like the scene when like fairy godmother first is like breaking her diet because she's like stressed out about the whole Shrek coming and not kissing Prince Charming, and not her kissing Prince Charming, but Fiona kissing Prince Charming. Sorry.
Kissing her son. Oh, I can't kiss my son.
There is a bit of that goes on there. There's a bit of like a weird Oedipus vibe though, isn't there? Where she's like all in love with her son and
Yeah, it's very like mummy son sort of
Yeah.
relationship. Like my son can
Yeah.
do no wrong, and yeah. But then like that the drive-through and he Prince Charming gets like the happy prince meal or something, and it comes with like a giant battle axe as like a toy, and he's like, oh yes. So, and then, yeah, I love the scene where like Shrek and Fiona's dads are like arguing over the dinner table and they're like angrily eating this giant feast as like they're saying like, you should go back to where you came from. And he's like, I should go back to where I came from. And it's just that whole scene's so good.
that is yeah.
Mate, it's just like
Shrek 2 is okay, yeah.
Shrek 2 is great because like every scene is either just incredibly hilarious and like super memorable in that regard, or it's just like really, really good, like emotional and like really emotionally impactful, and like it's great for like the drama. Because like I said at the start, it is the perfect sequel to Shrek 1. Shrek's comedy comes from this kind of satirical mix of modern pop culture references with these old school fairy tales. And I think Shrek 2 just takes it a step further with the whole Far, Far Away and the Hollywood culture. And they even like parody like Starbucks and all this sort of stuff. But then also the whole theme of Shrek 1 being like, no matter who you are and what you look like, if as long as you have like a heart of gold or whatever, like there's always someone out there who will love you. And it's a really sweet sort of message. And Shrek 2 kind of takes that a step beyond again, because like it starts off with him and Fiona getting married and they love each other very much and he's got the girl, but now it's like he has to be accepted by her family who very much do not like him at the start, and not only that but an entire kingdom who think he's just this gross creature. They're like, what is this guy doing in our swamp?
And also like the fact like Hollywood, it's like the real heroes are kind of fake in their world. Like that's the whole vibe, is like you can have your happily ever after as long as you're pretty and everyone likes you. And then he has to like come up against
fucking
that.
Shrek.
Yeah. And then there's also the sort of the emotional hurdle he has to overcome, where he has this feeling that Fiona wanted Prince Charming all along, and that he's just kind of like had to show up at the right time and it kind of ruined her life, and he's like starts feeling really depressed about that. And it's a great sort of emotional, story for him to go through, because like it makes sense, this whole thing about, when he reads her like diary from when she was a kid, and it's all about how she's like, oh, I can't wait to grow up and marry Prince Charming. I love Prince Charming. I'll be Fiona Charming, Mrs. Fiona Charming, Mrs. Fiona Charming. It's like, obviously, if you read that and like you're the complete opposite of Prince Charming, he's like, I've ruined this poor woman's life. Like she'd be better off if I just like left her alone. But yeah, I love Shrek 2. I love Shrek 2.
There we go.
Good, Vinny.
That was good. Shrek 2,
that was a solid pick.
Right. There's no coming back for Sebe.
Well, so here's the thing. What comes next? Shrek 3 or Puss in Boots?
Shrek 3.
Shrek 3, I think.
Right.
Well, I think Puss in Boots take place before all of them, but it was made in like 2011, wasn't it?
Yeah, chronologically, it's a prequel.
Yeah,
I think we'll do it last because it's technically not a Shrek movie, so we're going to disqualify it anyway.
Well, it's in the Shrek extended. It's in the Shrek extended universe. So,
well, we're doing top 4 Shrek movies, not top 4 Shrek extended universe.
Part of the Shrek, it's part
Has it got Shrek in it?
Mork, is Spider-Man in Venom? No, it's still a Spider-Man film. Exactly.
Mork, go for a wee, mate.
No, it's not.
Mate, fuck off.
Oh, mate, standing is quite tiring, I tell you.
You're still standing.
I'm still standing. Better than I ever was. You know Bruno Tognoli from Strictly Come Dancing's in that video?
No.
Yes. What a video it is with all the pushing. I'm still standing. Better than I ever was.
Did you?
Yeah.
Is this the sort of relationship you two have? You just tell him when he needs to go to the toilet.
No, he said he needed a wee anyway.
Oh, sorry, I was too busy
Yeah.
gushing about Shrek 2 to realize.
It is making me feel really happy talking about Shrek. Like I feel really warm when you were saying all those scenes. I was like, yeah, yeah.
It's a great.
Yeah, yeah. I love that scene in Shrek 1 where like they first go to what's Lord Farquaad's kingdom called? Do you remember?
Uh,
Far, far away, isn't it?
no, Dulac is the perfect place.
Oh yeah, and they'd like turn around, they're like, oh yeah.
Find your shoes, wipe your face.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, it's the scene where there's like the mascot, the Farquaad mascot, and like he sees an ogre coming towards him, Shrek and Donkey, and he's just like starts running away in fear, but he like runs all the way around like the thing while it's like Shrek just like walks through it like slowly. It's so fucking good.
Also, the fucking guy with the writing on the boards at the wedding.
Oh yeah. Applause and
yeah. What a film!
Also, yeah, the dragon's not in Shrek 2, is she? Like, not at all. Like, I didn't realize that when I watched it the other day. Like, she's I think the only character that doesn't come back is the dragon. Oh, and obviously Farquaad.
But she is in Shrek because don't they have babies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she might be in Shrek the Third.
Shrek the shite, more like God.
Shrek the Turd.
Shrek the Turd. Kobe.
Speaking of turds.
All right. Go on then.
Did you just say to me?
What for this one? Because the baby's coming, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
That's true, right. Well, thank you very much, Vinny. That was a very informative and, let's be honest, slightly heartwarming rendition of your love for Shrek 2, Return to the Shrekiverse. I'd kind of forgotten how much great stuff was in that film. I feel like that's when they really started to like roll with it being kind of a parody of like real life with the kind of a lot of like popular culture references. As you were talking about it, I thought someone should have done Shrek 2 as greatest parody film that we did instead of fucking Scary Movie 3 or whatever it was that Mork picked.
Scary Movie 2?
Yeah, anyway. When they rolled that guy up into a giant blunt and then smoked him.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Comedy gold.
Anyway,
gold.
Well, having previously brought us such wonders as Scary Movie 2, Mork, would you like to tell us what you think in front of Amy, the foremost Shrek historian, what you believe to be the greatest Shrek film of all time?
Not the greatest Shrek film of all time. Worthy within a place of the top 4 Shrek movies of all time.
Oh, yeah,
he's going backwards now.
He's already.
No, I'm not going backwards.
No,
get to fuck. Get to fuck.
This is you backpedaling, mate.
Right, I knew you were going to give me shit and not even hear me out. And if you listen, if you don't hear me out, you're not going to know why Shrek 3 is actually, despite all the shit it gets, undeserving of the shit it gets. Okay, it's not a bad film. It's actually got many very good themes that you've not even considered because you're just blinded by the everyone says it's shit, it must be shit. So listen up. Shrek 3. Where do we begin? Now, like I said, it gets a lot of hate, but actually it is a very good film and it really builds upon the Shrek universe. The plot is very simple. Shrek's had all his happily ever after. He's got the girl, he's settled down, he's got the acceptance of the parents, but now Shrek needs to grow as an ogre. I was going to say as a person, but obviously he's an ogre. Now he's got to deal with being like heir to the throne, stepping in for king and queen when the frog guy's dying. And so the film opens with them stepping in and taking up the role of ruling the kingdom, and then the plot goes, so the king dies, and Shrek gets wind of a new heir, so he goes out to try and find the new heir to the throne of Far, Far Away because he doesn't want to be the heir because he thinks, oh, fuck this. I can't stand all this pompous shit. I just want to get back to this swamp. And he's like, nah, I can't handle it. I'm shit at all this stuff. I just need to be in my swamp. I can't deal with the changes in my life because of the girl that I've fallen in love with, which is something we can all relate to. Sometimes compromises need to be made, and you have to grow as a person for the betterment of the love of your life. Okay? So, teasing the themes. And then Shrek finds out that Fiona is up the duff. That's right, ogre babies. And Shrek is even more like, what the fuck? I just wanted to get back to my swamp, but now you're telling me I've got to deal with all this trying to be the king shit and being proper and important, and I'm gonna be a father. Fuck that. He can't handle it. So he just tries to bottle those feelings up, like, I can't be a dad. I'm a fucking ogre. Ogres aren't dads. And he, Donkey, and Puss in Boots go out. They go to high school. They find the heir to the throne, Arthur Pendragon. They bump into the wizard. Shenanigans go down. In the meantime, Prince Charming's back as the villain. He's been ridiculed for being a little pompous twat from the last movie, and he's like, nah, I'm going to take the throne right. Shrek's fucked off. I know that. He gets all the villains in the land together. The horrible trees and like Captain Hook and like who's the bitch from Snow White? What's she called? What's the evil one from Snow White called?
The Wicked Witch.
That's
The Queen.
No, Wicked Witch is from Thingy.
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz.
Mirror, mirror on
the horrible one, the baddie from Snow White. She's there. Mirror, mirror on the wall. That woman.
Is she in that? Are you sure?
What is she called?
She's like a queen or something. She's
Queen.
I don't
Queen baddie. Anyway, there's all the villains are there, right? They're all there. Baddie. Cyclops got got all the villains, and they're gonna storm far away while Shrek's gone and take over. Shrek comes back. They've got to fight him. They fight him up, and then they give Arthur the crown. He's the rightful heir if he wants it. Fiona and all the other princesses, which are introduced in this movie, which steal the show. You got like Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella. They're all like hiding from Prince Charming when he's taken over, and they kind of like guerrilla warfare to battle him. And at the end, they all come together. They fight off the villains happily ever after. The kids are born. Shrek's loving it. That's the plot. But why is this movie so slept on? Like, why is this not a shit Shrek movie and actually one of the best? As we just alluded to, Seb and Vinny alluded to this. What is one thing that really sets Shrek particularly apart from all other animated film franchises that it does probably better than all of them?
The soundtrack?
No.
Donkey.
You said the word, Vinny, earlier. Donkey. World building.
Oh, yeah.
The thing that sets Shrek apart is the believable and relatable world building. You've got this fantasy setting, but they incorporate modern themes like a drive-through in a fantasy setting, and they make it believable because it's like, oh, in his like drive-through Happy Meal that he goes in his horse and carriage, he gets a fucking battle axe. That's cool. It's like a pop culture reference that's believable in the world that it's set. Well, this movie is fucking full of them. Everyone says, oh, this is the one that Shrek goes to high school. How fucking stupid is that? No, it's genius. What more world building can you get than in this fantasy land no one goes to school? That would be ridiculous, right? You would just completely brush over that if you're writing a movie script because it's not important. The audience don't need to know that. Or because you're fucking guys that make Shrek and you're geniuses, let's show them what the Shrek fantasy high school is like. And it's wicked. It's got like a school bus on a horse and cart like bussing through. It's got like the bullies. It's got the like popular girls like saying like "ewith" and stuff when they're like, it's like Mean Girls in Shrek. It's fucking sick. They're like giving wedgies out. You've got the nerds playing like Dungeons and Dragons. You've got Lancelot, like he's the fucking jock and he's just beating on Arthur Pendragon. And that is a great thing about Shrek 3. It builds upon the world building even more so. And I think that's an underrated part of it because people just go, oh, Shrek 3 shit because he goes to high school. When you really think about the world building that it's doing, it's a really good part of it. And another really, really good bit of the world building is the stars of the movie probably are the scenes with the princesses in. And the princesses are so good because they have really recognizable personalities. Like Sleeping Beauty is always like just dozing off and they're like waking up and like coming out with little quips. Snow White's always got like birds on her shoulder and shit like that. And that's really cool because it's showing their like personality traits from, their kind of characterization of this is what Snow White and Sleeping Beauty is. And then putting it into the Shrek verse. Why are you laughing?
No, it's just I just
Just laughing. Nah, if you got something funny, say it.
no,
Shrek film. Why is laughing?
why are you laughing?
Why are you laughing? I'm serious.
I'm just remembering the really funny scene where Snow White falls asleep and then wakes up again. I was just thinking how funny that was.
Yeah, thank you.
And also how it's really great that they gave them their own full character development, like she falls asleep all the time.
And one of them
That
has
is
birds
good.
on her shoulder.
That is good. And do you know what? When it gets even better,
Very
in
relatable.
one of these standout scenes, not only of Shrek 3, of the franchise, is when I can't remember what it's called. It's like the Revenge of the Damsels or something, the specific scene's called. But basically, Fiona and all the other princesses have like gone into hiding after their baby shower because, what's his name? Prince Charming has like stormed into Far, Far Away, which is another really great like action sequence where all the baddies are like storming into Far, Far Away. So you've got like the trees like dropping out of the sky, and then they burst up their leaves like parachutes and like parachute down. And they start like looting the thing, and they turn like one of the signs on like the bars into like something into like ye old Hooters or whatever, and they all like run in. They're like, hey, like this, fucking go on. And like they give all this characterization to the bad guys as well, and it's believable and it's world building and it's good. But anyway, they've like stormed in. So the princesses and everyone who's at the baby shower have like gone into hiding. And they come out like, right, fuck this. Let's batter these guys. So they all like bust out of the trees. And Snow White's like singing a song. She's like, da, 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 singing like a nice song. Snow White was singing, the birds were like cheeping and stuff. And then all of a sudden she like goes like fucking angry mode. And she does that song. It might be Led Zeppelin. I don't know what the song is called.
The immigrant song.
Yeah, and she's like, like the birds like just fucking start going, boom, like attacking the people, which is like her superpower. These are the Avengers. They're using their like characterization as superpowers to fight the bad guys because she goes like fucking boom, and all the birds like pecking the shit out of the trees. And then they're like running. Sleeping Beauty, then she's like running along, falls asleep, lays on the ground. The guards trip over her body. Isn't it? That's fucking so great. That's so great. That's so funny. Cinderella whips off one of her slippers, fucking launches like a boomerang, sparks out two of the geezers. That's wicked. Like that whole fight scene is cool, and it's also got Barracuda as the
Barack Obama.
No, Barracuda, the song, as the sound as well, and that is a really cool song. It's a good, it's a really good action sequence. It's one of the best fight sequences in the franchise. I'm not joking. And it's in Shrek 3, and that's really cool. And then we get on to the main thing, the main reason why this movie is not as shit as everyone says it is, and is actually pretty good. This is the film.
Supposed to be doing the best Shrek film, not.
This is why it's the best.
It's actually all right Shrek film.
No, because firstly, to understand, you need to understand that. Stop criticizing it because it is really good. It's just as good as all the other Shrek movies. Okay, Shrek in this film has more character development and grows more as an ogre than in any of the other Shrek movies.
All right, that's just a lie. That's just
no, it's not a lie.
That is not true.
He obviously develops the most in Shrek 1 because he goes from being like a big scary ogre to being like the Prince Charming.
No. This is why he develops the most in this movie. Because Shrek he is a big scary ogre, and now he's nice and he's fallen in love with the girl. Great. He's got his happily ever after. Number two, like Vinny said, he's now got to like win over the appreciation of the parents or whatever. But technically, he's still in the honeymoon phase, right? It's still like good. Yeah, the parents now like you. Everything's happy days. Now he's in the stage of his life where he's contemplating, how much do I love this fucking ogre? Because I'm not joking. Yeah, our parents are cool and that, but I've got to pretend to be the king and wear fucking suits and shit. I'm going to be a father. Do I even want kids? Like, do I actually want children or not? And I can't be dealing with this. And he's like, I just want to go back to the swamp and shit. I just want to be the old Shrek again. So he's got to double down, develop, or he's got to fucking leave Fiona.
But the thing is, that's the same theme in the second film.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Also,
he's
The theme is he
battling.
goes there and he's like, this is not my people. I don't want to be part of your family. I just want to go back to the swamp and shag
Yeah.
Fiona. That's all I want to do. That's literally what Shrek 2 is about.
But does he battle with the realization that he might be a father, Vinny?
but also, why?
But both
How is
do.
that a shock?
No. What do you
Surely
mean?
he's been fucking raw dogging Fiona, and then he's like, "Oh, she's pregnant."
Never expected this.
No, this is where you're missing the point, and you wouldn't understand because you've not been a father. He even says on
Okay,
the
he's
boat.
pulling this card out. Okay.
Because he even said no. That's actually a good point, Seb. Because he even says on the boat, he's like, I don't know how this can happen, and Puss in Boots like, well, when mama and her father love each other very much, and he's like, no, I understand how this happened. I just can't believe it. And that's the thing. It's like, you know how it happened. Yes, you're going to be a dad. Like, that's fine. But what does that mean? Like, for you as a person, you're going to have to be responsible for another life. Are you up for it? And Shrek's like, have you ever heard like a sweet as an ogre? Like, I can't be a dad. I'm a fucking disgusting ogre. Like, this is crazy. I just want my own space. Nope. Got no more privacy in your whole life. You can't be your own person. All your time now is not your own. You now have to dedicate all of your spare time to your children. Like, the massive lifestyle change is insane. And Shrek's like, fuck this. Like, I can't. But you know what? He grows with it. He kind of fathers Arthur, who gets shit on by the whole Shrek audience for being like one of the worst characters ever. But he learns to be a father by fathering this little kid he met at high school. He learns to be a father by fathering him to the throne,
Wow.
doesn't he? And then he becomes a father himself. And at the end of the film, he's putting the nappies on and he's kind of doing it wrong and he's fucking it up but he's still like trying hard to be a dad and he's like and then he's like flopping around in the mud with them and he's like fucking loving it and he's loving having these 3 kids and he's like, this is so sick. Despite like the horrible dreams he was having throughout the rest of the movie, they're like puking on him and he was like, nah, this is going to be so shit. Like, I'm not having kids ever. This can't happen. Now he's accepting. He's changing as an ogre. He's changing. I keep saying ogre because I can't say person. But he's changing as an ogre to accept that he's going to be a father, to accept his new role in society. He can't just be a swamp ogre anymore. He's got to be like higher up in the society. He's got to get on with it and fucking knuckle down. Frog's dead, mate. You've got to step up to the plate, son.
But then he doesn't step up. He gets someone else in.
No, but he's still there with Fiona. He's like, no, I'm going to continue. He's still part of the whole thing. Like in Shrek 4, he's still part of the whole thing. Shrek's mum's still like Shrek's mum, like Fiona's mum's still like the queen or whatever, isn't she? Like he's still there. He's still all going.
Does Donkey have babies in the third one? Is that?
Yeah, he's got babies. Yeah.
Does it start out with him having babies?
Yeah,
they're just there.
Oh, okay.
Which is weird because when Puss in Boots is described, he's like, when a mummy and a daddy love each other very much. Donkey's like, is that how it happens? And I was like, but you should know, mate. You've got half donkey, half dragon kids and like 20 of them.
but maybe
Like,
that's
you fucking know how that happened.
Well, no, because dragons have eggs, so maybe he just baffed on her eggs or something.
That's not how reptile. That's not how it works, mate.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
They baff on their eggs.
Are you joking?
Yeah,
What you think a female snake lays eggs and then a male snake comes over and comes on them? Is that what you think? If you think that genuinely, say that now and be a fucking fool for the world to hear. Exactly. Donkey shoved his donkey knob right in there. Okay, that's how.
That's what fish do. Fish do that.
He's not a fish. He's a donkey.
First.
Yeah, fish lay eggs, and then the man fish just comes and baths all over him.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Do they not like go inside of them? Like
no.
They go on top of it. What they like absorb?
No, they literally just do like a drive-by. They just go like.
It's like a napalm strike.
It really is.
Yeah.
Fortunate Son starts playing. Ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding.
The trees.
Listen, that's why Shrek 3 is actually a very good film. It is funny. It's got great jokes. It's got really good fight sequences and action sequences. Shrek grows so much as an ogre.
As an ogre.
Like he becomes really admirable. He becomes a father. He accepts his role in society, accepts his role as a father, despite the adversity that he's facing. And he's loving it. And the last bit is so good because they're like, the kids are in bed. What should we do? And they're like looking at each other like, let's fucking. And then they're just snoring. They're just so knackered they're asleep. And then the baby starts crying. And what does Shrek do? Because he's a fucking champion dad. He's like, I'll get it. And he gets up and he goes to the kids. Like, it is a great film. And also all the villains like change as well. They all character develop as well. They're all like, nah, fuck being a villain. I want to be a baker, or I want to be like Captain Hook's like, I grow daffodils and they're beautiful and all this shit. And the trees are like, how can we be nice when we're an enchanted evil tree? And it's like, no, mate, you can just be like sound if you want. And they're all sound in the end. It's a great film.
I gotta say,
it is a great film.
That ending fucking sucks.
No, it doesn't. Why?
They've got all the good characters, and they're like just about to kill Shrek, and all they're about to do the things that they were paid to do. And then Justin Timberlake shows up and is like, "No, you can be good if you like." And they're like, "Yeah, we could be good." And it's like,
yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah, that's a terrible.
Yeah, you could be.
A terrible ending. What do you mean?
The true ending is Shrek being a cool dad. All right.
Can I ask something? Have you ever actually heard someone say, "Oh, Shrek 3 is shit" because he goes back to high school?
Yeah.
I feel like that's not. No one.
No. Seven Vinny, the whole time I've been picking Shrek 3, I've been like, what? Shrek goes to high school? It's a fucking joke, mate. It's the shittest movie ever. They literally call it Shrek goes to high school to my face, like as if that's a fucking diss. And yeah, I have heard it.
The high school scene is a very small part of that film.
I know.
I know, but it's like in Fast and Furious when they went to space. Like it's not most of the film, but it's like it's the bit that you remember. You know,
the jumping the shark moment where you're like, oh my God,
favorite bit.
Gone to it.
My favorite person in Shrek 3 is Merlin, the wizard.
Yeah, Merlin's a sick character. He's just crazy. Yeah.
He eats gravel.
Yeah, and he flips Donkey and Puss in Boots into the other bodies. And then at the end, he like flips them back again, but their tails are different. Fuck it. Fuck it, never mind. But it's a really, really good film. It's a fun watch. It's funny. It's got all the same humor jokes. It's got great world building. The high school thing is not a stick to beat it with. All the reviews I've seen is it's just Shrek goes to high school. It's so much more than that. Like, get over yourself. Get over the high school thing. It's good. The fight scenes with the princess is still the show. There's great action. And Shrek wins my heart over when he learns to become a dad. That is really, really important part of Shrek's journey. And everyone just like says, shit. Well, it's not. So there you go.
Look.
Did you choose this one? Or were you like stuck with it?
No, I chose it. I chose it. I wanted to argue its case.
It's a big reason we're doing this episode.
Yeah, I wanted people to realize Shrek 3 is not what they say it is. It's a good film. Which also grossed like $800 million at the box office. Okay, so can't be that bad.
Oh, fucking!
Oh, get with yourself, Seb. You're a Marvel fan. You're always like wanking off that Endgame's got like 10 billion quid. You're like, oh mate.
I'm not. I've never said. Oh.
Shut up.
Right. Can I ask which is the Shrek that has the creepy ginger fucker?
Shrek Forever.
Yeah, wrong.
Shrek
4.
I actually really like Shrek 4. I think it's really slept on. I think it's actually really good.
Yes, it's Shrek 4, Shrek Forever After.
Yeah.
And then
4 Ever After.
And then Shrek 5 is what's coming out.
Yeah.
2 Shrekrius. Right. That didn't work, did it? That would be Shrek 2. Shit joke. Anyway, Shrek 3 would have been Shrek 3 Tokyo. Shrek. Anyway.
Shrek 3 Tokyo.
So, thank you very much, Mork, for that.
Mm-hmm.
What's the word we're looking for? Valiant attempt.
No, not valiant. I told you you'd be changed. And you know what? The person who I needed to agree with me the most was Amy. And I can see her going, yeah, you know what? You're bang on. Shrek does grow as a person.
She asked if you'd done it out of choice.
No. Well, I'm fucking going if you're going to be horrible to me.
Look, we've talked about Shrek goes to high school and Shrek becomes a Shrather. And now it's time to talk about the truly greatest Shrek film. So
I'm not listening to this because it's not a Shrek film.
No, it is a Shrek film. I checked.
Shut the fuck up.
I checked, and I know this isn't the most scientific measure, but can we all stop pretending Wikipedia is not a valid source? It is a source, and everyone uses it. You have to cite it now. It's got citations, and it's in the Shrek universe. It's in the Shrek film. It's part of the Shrek film franchise.
It's a spin-off, though, right?
Yeah, it's a spin-off.
Part of the universe,
but it's part of
it's like how it's like how Joker is a Batman film, but Batman's not in it.
Yes, exactly that.
Technically, Bruce Wayne's in it as a kid. He's not Batman, and he doesn't really need to be in it. It's still a Batman film.
Yes. Or like, yeah. Anyway.
Gotham is the same
exactly.
thing.
Or I'm trying to think of another. It's quite, Vinny, that was a really good example. Now I can't. I'm just going to leave it. Yeah, like what Vinny said. That was fucking brilliant. So, the greatest Shrek film, in my personal opinion,
Doesn't have Shrek in it.
doesn't have Shrek in it.
Let's go.
So here's the thing. I love and respect everything you have to say about Shrek. But if I'm honest, my two favorite parts of Shrek are the Shrek universe, the Shrek,
when he goes to high school, building on the universe,
the Shrek style, like that kind of quirky parody. It's like for the kids, but it's also for the adults. There's quite a lot of like little adult jokes slipped in there.
Slightly edgy.
Slightly edgy. There's a lot of like references and stuff like that. And also Puss in Boots. He's my favorite Shrek character by far and away. I think he's.
We all know about you and cats, mate.
Well, I like cats. Yeah, I do. I have a cat.
Bet you do.
What does that mean?
You don't remember?
Don't start pulling over jokes.
Shall I pull up the memes?
Don't start.
Shall I pull up the memes?
Don't start pulling over jokes from Monday night Discord time onto the pod. All right, we don't need any of that.
You had a lot of Coke Zeros at that point. You can't trust him at his word.
Anyway, I've never fucked a cat. I can't believe I've got to even say that.
You said you did the Shane Dawson thing.
Yeah,
you said it, dude. You said it now.
Never say it, or else people think you did it.
Look,
you did do it.
Cancelled.
I know. So anyway, look. The point is, my favorite character is Puss in Boots. I just think he's super well rounded. I think he's really funny, and clearly everyone else did too, because he was brought in as another side character for Shrek 2. And everyone loved him so much, they were like, let's just give him his own film. Now, obviously...
they loved money.
Well, yeah, the studio does, but the fans, they also, they love...
They want to pay for it, so...
Exactly. Now, Puss in Boots is just Cat Zorro, and Antonio Banderas played Zorro, so they just made him Cat Zorro, which is really funny. And then everyone was like, that's brilliant. So they just made a film out of it, which I just think is really fun. And there's just a whole litany of reasons that I think Puss in Boots is an incredible film. I think it does a really good job of existing within the Shrek world, but completely separating itself from the Shrek storyline. So for those of you who haven't watched it, it's completely own film. And what is, I'd say, the most interesting thing is that while all of the Shrek films, like the films with Shrek in, I would say exist as, they don't really have like a cinematic style. They're just Shrek movies. They're just like animated movies. Puss in Boots is a Western. Like it's filmed and shot. Oh no, they was like filmed, but it's choreographed and the cinematography is done in such a way that it actually is a Western. Like the whole film has its own cinematic style outside of just being an animated film, which I think gives it a layer of genuine intrigue and enjoyment above just being a clever animated movie. Like some of the cinematography in it is genuinely incredible. Like there's the bit where he's riding on top of the horse, and then it pans out and you realize he's riding on the horse's head because he's a cat, so he doesn't sit on the saddle. And then he's like behind the sun and it looks incredible. There's also the bit where he disappoints his his foster mum from the adoption home, and he's walking along and he's dragging his hat and the sun's behind him and it looks like a painting and it's incredible. And I also think it is the best animation in a Shrek movie, in my opinion. I think that the animation in Puss in Boots
2.
I've not seen Puss in Boots 2.
Mate, if you like Puss in Boots 1 so much, you'll fucking love Puss in Boots 2.
I know, everyone keeps saying that to me. When it came out, I was jazzed for it, and then I just didn't watch it, and I don't know why. Amy sent a picture of hench Puss in Boots.
That is why he likes that film, Amy. Thank you.
Fair,
he hasn't mentioned it, but he likes it because he thinks Puss is hot.
He's very
hot,
charismatic.
bro. He's hot as fuck. Look at that dude.
If I was to rank who I'd shag in Shrek, it would be obviously Shrek first, Puss in Boots second.
You shag a cat.
Yeah. If
Not
it's
even like one of the humans, like Prince Charming.
Surely it'd be all other humans and then
no.
no. Would you? Are you in your eyes? Are you a cat as well?
It's like a fairy thing, isn't it? Like, it's like a.
That's true. Is he your size or is he cat size?
I kind of like him to be cat size.
Fair enough.
That's how Seb likes him too.
Right. Enough of this. So, thank you, Amy, for saying that.
Yeah.
Anyway, look, I think the animation is great. There's some just really subtle stuff, like when he blinks, his like pupils dilate a little bit and stuff like that. I think his fur looks really, really good for the time. Like it was made in 2011. His eyes,
his appearance, Seb. His eyes glisten with the light of 1,000 hearts. His fur is so sumptuous and supple. I just want to taste it.
His
Carry on.
eyes pulsating, squeezing my throat.
Right, that's weird. I know. I never
soft,
said that.
gentle paw tips.
Heavy petting.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Right, we're putting a lid on it. Oh, for God's sake! Right. Anyway, his eyes have like reflections in all the time, so when he's looking at stuff, you can see what he's looking at in his eyes, which I think is really clever.
You can see your own face in the deep blue oceans of his eyes.
So, I also just think his general demeanor is on point. Like I think it's really difficult to have a character that he is a cat, but he walks on his own 2 feet. He walks like a human. He wears a hat and boots and he's got a sword. So it's quite difficult to like get that balance right. And I think they get the balance between cat and human like perfect. Like it's not uncanny. It's not weird. It's not like watching the live action Lion King where when you see the animals talk, it's a bit like, ugh.
Crazy that you got Cats, the film, so bad.
Well, exactly.
Well, it did have James Corden in it, so
that's true.
It was doomed.
You sure?
Didn't it get like a 2? Was it like a 2 rating or something, Cats?
Well, like an IMDb.
It's real bad, yeah.
And then Andrew Lloyd Webber had to get like a therapy dog, didn't he? Because he was so like traumatized by.
Did he make it?
He did the music stuff.
Oh my god!
Fucking hell! Damn.
Like if anyone brings it up, he like has a breakdown.
Yeah,
because he's only had like banger after banger. That's a real stinger.
Ian McKellen was in it.
Yeah, there's loads of people. So
Jason Derulo was the best in that. Not that the standards were high, but he kind of was all right.
And Helen Mirren's in it as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's got some big names. Anyway,
yeah,
I think they get the balance between like cat and person really great. I think that the way that it plays on the fact that it's a Western is really funny. They never expressly point out the fact that he's a cat. Like none of the humans that are interacting with him are like, oh, well, you're just a tiny fucking cat, so who cares? Like the fact that it's played so deadpan is what makes it so funny. Like there's a bit where he walks into a bar and he like pushes the bar doors open and then the camera comes back and it's obviously just a little cat sat there with his boots and his hat. And like no one goes, oh, it's a fucking cat. Like well,
obviously not. It's in the Shrek verse. They used to seeing talking donkeys and fucking ogres cutting about. And like talking trees. Of course, no one's going to be like, a fucking cat, mate. That's the weirdest thing I've seen in ages.
I know, but I think it's.
What are you on about?
But he's still charismatic and cool and scary, even though he's a cat, which I think is difficult to pull off. Anyway, there's also just some of the humor is brilliant. Like he gets a glass of leche or milk, and he it's a shot, and obviously he could just neck it, but instead he just goes. And he just like tongues it, which is obviously really funny like that because he's a cat. So he just does
so many jokes I could make about that. You said,
oh, for God's sake, mate. Just get over
I didn't.
Anyway. And then we've got like the characters of the film. The first character we're introduced to of the new characters is Kitty Softpaws, as played by Salma Hayek. Salma Hayek and Antonio Banderas have been in, I think, 7 other films together. So they're like a notorious chemistry pairing. And they just do really well in it. They're introduced with this like really great heist and then dance sequence where he is going to steal some magic beans from Jack and Jill, and then Kitty Softpaws is already there, and they have this like incredible mime conversation where Kitty Softpaws isn't talking and Puss in Boots is, and Puss in Boots is, because he's a cat, he's super vain, and they do this really like, because obviously cats are super vain. So
Are they?
yeah, notoriously cats are like vain.
Oh, notoriously cats are vain. I always see him look in the mirror like fucking legend, mate.
But that is what,
you.
but that is like
you
the
are
joke,
sexy.
isn't it? That is the joke.
How's that a joke?
They're aloof. I don't know about vain. They're aloof.
Well,
I've never
always
heard
like,
of cats being vain.
because they're always preening themselves. Like cats in TV shows are always portrayed as like vain. Have you seen the cat in Red Dwarf? He's really vain.
No.
There's a cat in Red Dwarf.
Yeah, the black guy in Red Dwarf is a cat that's evolved in the million
It's
years.
a bloke cat though, isn't it? It's not an actual cat.
Yeah, exactly. But his whole joke is that he has cat-like characters, and one of those cat-like characteristics is that he's really vain.
Okay, name another vain cat then.
I don't know.
So it's a red dwarf characterization, not a cat characterization.
Right, fuck
Like I
off.
said.
Cats are vain. Everyone,
Okay.
like, they sit all day, they like preen themselves. That's the whole joke. Anyway, he has this great like mime conversation where he's like trying to tell Kitty Softpaws that to fuck off, and then she's just being like miming all this like outrageous stuff at him, and he's just getting like really outraged by like the slightest inference that he's ugly or not that cool. Then they run off and they have the dance battle, which is just fucking brilliant. They go to like an underground speakeasy full of cats drinking milk, and they play like a mariachi song, and they have this like dance off, which is fucking great. And her character is just brilliant. And again, they do a really great job of like, she's just Salma Hayek as a cat. They don't make it weird. She doesn't look too different to any other cat. She's just a cat walking on her paws like all the other anthropomorphic cats, which I just think is really good. And then by far and away, the most important character or the most interesting character is Humpty Dumpty the egg, as played by Zach Galifianakis. Now, Humpty is the kind of villain come protagonist come antagonist. He's like the focal point of the film. You could say he's a bit like fucking... What's the guy from Black Panther called? Not Black Panther, the other one. Your man played...
Never seen it.
Oh, fucking, what's his name?
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan's character. Like, he's bad, but you kind of see his point, but you kind of
What film are you
don't.
talking about?
Black Panther.
Oh, you are talking about Black Panther. Oh, okay.
Yeah, what's his name in that?
I don't know. I never saw it. Mr. Wakanda.
Oh, dear.
Wakanda forever.
No. Anyway.
Red
so,
Panther.
What's that?
Red Panther.
Anyway, so he is like this very multi-layered character, much like an ogre.
Who, Humpty Dumpty?
Yeah. What do you mean, who
Right.
Humpty Dumpty?
He's sitting on a
Well, it's just hard to imagine Humpty Dumpty, the egg, as a super evil villain. Like he just fell off a wall and died.
Well,
Like,
the whole
that's
point
all.
is
That's
that-
all they've got to go with him.
Well, yeah, but all they've got to go with Puss in Boots is a cat that wears boots. I mean, if we're going by all we've got to go from Cinderella is that she, well, what fucking, sorry, mate, with Sleeping Beauty falling asleep and tripping over some guards. I didn't realize the bar was so fucking
That's cool.
high.
That's sick, mate.
Anyway, Humpty is a very like complex character. He is obviously very charismatic and interesting and has this kind of unstoppably, what's the word I'm looking for? He's got an attitude that pulls you in, that ropes you into ideas and schemes and scams. He has this kind of like unflappable excitement for his latest scheme that's obviously quite captivating and exciting. He's also very manipulative and weak, and he gets other people to do his dirty business because he's fragile. He's a little egg with arms and legs. So he can't do the dirty work. And the way that his character and his personality kind of complement each other, like he's this fragile little egg, so he constantly has to get people to help him and like do things for him, and he bigs up his role in the scheme. So he'll say like, you wouldn't be here without me, but the reality is like he wouldn't be there without them. And one of the really early signs you get out of this is that Puss, he gets sent to an orphanage when he's a kid. It's a fairy tale orphanage, and one of the people he meets there is Humpty Dumpty, and Humpty Dumpty kind of takes him under his wing. And I don't know if you remember this from the Shrek films, but one of Puss in Boots' like little superpower things he does is he has big old eyes, and he like opens his eyes really wide, and people kind of do whatever he tells them. It's like hypnotizing, and he tries to do it on Humpty Dumpty, and it just doesn't work because Humpty's a psychopath. He doesn't have any feelings. He doesn't care about people's emotions or anything like that.
Because he's an egg.
Well, I mean,
is that why, or is it just for no reason?
Well, no, because it's like his character is like he's psychopathic. He doesn't care. It's not because he's an egg.
Well, I didn't know if they would try and make something more of it, something more clever, or it's just let's just have. Could you replace Humpty Dumpty with any other character, like fictional fairy tale character, or is there something specific about Humpty Dumpty?
Well, like I said, I think his fragility, like the fact that he is quite inept and unable to like do anything. What the fuck have you put? No one will.
Is that him in the show? Is that him in the film?
That's that's him.
Crikey, look at him.
I watched Puss in Boots when it came out, and I do not remember Humpty Dumpty whatsoever.
It's like the main.
I barely remember any of the film, to be honest.
Anyway, the point is, he immediately so him and Puss fall out. They have this big betrayal because Humpty ropes him into what he thinks is like a liberation, giving money back to the people scheme. Oh, for fuck's sake, Vinny, stop.
Sorry.
You're making it impossible for me to get my point across. I've been very quiet and very polite with your rambling shite. Let me get my...
Whoa, mate. Whoa. Fantastic. Sorry, carry on. Sorry.
So, they fall out because Humpty ropes him into what Puss thinks is like a good scheme, like doing good for the people. And it actually turns out that Humpty just wanted to rob a bank. And then the last thing Puss ever sees of his foster mother from the orphanage, who he loves more than anything, is her look of sadness and heartbreak as he flees the scene. And then he never returns because he feels so guilted by the fact that he was tricked into doing something so evil and breaking his mother's heart. So that's when he becomes Puss in Boots and becomes this outlaw that does good and lives with just a sword in his boots and all that shit. Eventually he bumps back into Humpty, and Humpty ropes him into yet another scheme, this time with Kitty Softpaws. And the way that he ropes him in, and this is just the best fucking line in the world. So Humpty and Puss, they fell at this moment in this bridge, and fucking the cart crashes when they rob this bank that Humpty's tricked him into, and Puss leaves him and runs away, and Humpty has to go to prison, and he hasn't seen him for like 15 years until this point where they've just had the dance off and Humpty's come out, and he says, "Have you any idea what they do to eggs in San Ricardo prison? I'll tell you this, it ain't over easy."
What?
Like over easy eggs. Like eggs over easy.
What's that mean? What is that?
Yeah, what is that?
For fuck's sake.
Is that like an American thing?
It's like an American thing. You have your eggs like sunny side up.
I'm not American.
Over
Any of us American? How do you know that? You're not American.
Well, it's just a common thing.
That's not a common thing. It's common in America. I've never been to America. I don't talk to Americans. I scrambled egg and fried egg, like what? Yeah. Like a normal human. What, non-American that is.
Anyway, look, I think that's a great line that none of you got. Amy, did you get it? Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm sure it's great if you're American.
Or if you just have any knowledge of culture.
I thought
of eggs.
Like Sunday morning, maybe that was to do with breakfast. That was my
Yeah, something like that.
Breakfast.
So it just doesn't really make sense. It ain't over easy. It's like it's barely even a pun. Isn't it? what, prison ain't over easy? Like, think about that for 1 second. Does that actually make sense? What are you
Yeah,
what are you
it's not
saying
over
about
easy.
prison?
Like, you don't get through it easily. Makes
It
perfect
ain't
sense.
over easy. Yeah, but when it's over, like, it's just, that's a rubbish joke, man.
Should have said like prison scrambled me. That would have made
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
You come out
Already-
of prison hard boiled.
Yeah. I was cracking up.
Oh, for
Yeah.
fuck's sake, right? All of you can just
There's a
fuck
millionaire
off.
jokes.
Makes prison sound pretty funny, actually. I was cracking up on that.
Look, mate, if you stop whipping this up. Anyway, look, look. The point is, when all's said and done, Puss wants to love Humpty. He was his brother in the orphanage. He was his first friend. So even though Humpty's already betrayed him once, he's so desperate to love. He spent his whole life as an outlaw that he forgives him again and he goes along with it, even though he knows there's a good chance that he's going to betray him. And so he ropes him into, basically they have to get some magic beans, go up the beanstalk, steal the fucking golden egg from the golden goose and come back down again. And what do you know? On the way back down, fucking Humpty's mugged them all off and he's actually tried to steal the goose's chick as well as just the egg. And obviously the fucking mother goose is going to go mental because just stole one of her kids. And Puss realizes this when he's been put in prison because he's been framed by Humpty. He's been betrayed yet again.
Puss in Boots sounds like a fucking idiot.
Why is he?
He's been done twice by the same person.
Well, no, because he loves him. He forgives him. He shows the fallibility of the human,
The cat.
condition.
It was a cat.
Cat condition.
Well, he's still a person, isn't he? He's got personality. He's a sentient being.
Fool me
Cats are
twice.
sentient.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. That's all I'm saying.
What's it? George Bush said, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you can't fool me twice."
You can't fool me again.
Anyway, so yeah, it shows the kind of fallibility, the desperation to love and accept, and how easily that is manipulated by people who don't have empathy for that or who are willing to manipulate that for their own good, for their own ends. In the end, Kitty Softpaws, who was working with Humpty all along, comes back to let Puss out of prison to help him escape. And together, Humpty, Kitty Softpaws, and Puss save the local village, which happens to be where the orphanage was, from the giant mother goose that's come to attack them. And in the final moments, Humpty sacrifices himself by throwing himself off yet another bridge so that Puss can stop. So basically, I've not explained this very well, but basically there's a minute where Puss in Boots is holding on to the fucking, he's got two ropes, right? One of them's got a fucking goose baby on it, and the other one's got Humpty, and he can't pull them both up. If the goose baby dies, fucking it's all fuck times, mate. The mother goose is going to go on a rampage like Godzilla or something. But obviously, if he lets Humpty go, he's going to die. He's a fucking egg. So, what do you know? He goes like, I can't let go of you. You're my brother. You've always been my brother. And Humpty
You betrayed
says,
me twice.
well, Humpty says, well, I won't make you make that choice. And he lets go of the rope and you see him fall like that. Fucking, anyway, you don't see him hit the deck. Point of note.
Do all the king's soldiers and all the king's men they couldn't put Humpty back together again?
No, they made that joke at the start.
Okay.
It'd be a shame to do it twice.
So,
Instead,
so
we
then
got
anyway,
over easy.
cut to a fucking montage of happiness. Fucking Puss and Kitty Softpaws are running about being fucking legends. Sort of just doing, generic Western fun times. There's a song by Lady Gaga that I quite like in it. And then big reveal in the credits. Fucking actually, Humpty disguised himself as a golden egg and fucking got the goose to take him back up to the goose house so he could fucking nick all the eggs again. So
he was just a twat.
well, that's the whole point of the story, isn't it? Like, some people are just twats, but you still keep on loving them.
But he
I don't like that
survived the
ending.
fall.
What?
He survived the fall.
Well, how did he? He's a genius. He has a lot of contraptions throughout the film. He's got a flying cart.
I don't like that ending. It kind of like spits in the face of the character
The whole
development that
story.
he had. It kind of like ruins his character development, I think.
Well, no, because he's a bastard, isn't he?
So he
That's
has no
that.
character development. He was always a bastard. He'll always be a bastard.
Well, I
and
guess
that's
it's a
it.
bit like
And Puss
no,
just keeps falling for it because he's dumb.
no, because I guess like there's that thing of I don't know. Have you ever had that one mate who you know is always going to be a bit of a bastard, but is kind of got your back at the same time?
You need
Like-
to do that, Benny, for me.
Okay.
Like,
Thanks.
like, you know, he's always.
But he hasn't got his back. He betrayed him twice. He put him in prison, and even when
I
he
know,
did
but
sacrifice himself for him, he was just fine.
But some people have that, like,
Bad friend.
yeah, they're in it.
Yeah.
They're in it for
Toxic.
they're in it for
He
the
should
kind of.
he should get rid of Humpty Dumpty. Move
I
on
know,
with
but you
his life,
don't, do
man.
you? You don't, because
Narcissistic.
they're, you know, when you're with them, when you're having a good time, it's fucking you're on top of the world, and we've all got people like that in our lives.
But he did eventually dump him because he eventually got with Shrek, and the actual story went proper.
I was
What-
very friends.
Who learned? I feel like no one learned any lessons.
Yeah.
It seems like Humpty Dumpty is just the same bastard as he was before, and Puss just always loved him, and he still loves him, but now he thinks he's dead.
I mean, I think
I don't-
Not only that, he also thinks he's redeemed himself when he's not.
Yeah, what's the story? What's the message? What's the theme? What's the progression? What's
mean,
the
I think
reason
it's-
for us watching?
do you know what I would say it's like? Have you ever watched the film Heat with Robert De Niro and Al Pacino?
Yeah.
No.
That film, there isn't really any character development. That's a perfect example, actually. Robert De Niro in that film is Humpty Dumpty. He's a bastard, and he'll always be a bastard. And you think maybe he's fallen in love with that girl, but he dumps her like hot shit when it really comes to it. And that's Humpty. And Al Pacino is fucking Puss in Boots. Like, he'll always sacrifice everything to try and do the right thing. And it's not necessarily about their progression or what changes or who wins or who loses. It's just about a narrative with those characters and about how their personality traits and how those two specific drives in life affect them. You know, Heat is a fucking incredible film. No one learns anything in Heat.
If it's not Puss in Boots, so it's not trying to achieve the same thing if you're writing Puss in Boots.
I feel like it was meant to be like the backstory of Puss in Boots, but I feel like they missed out Puss in Boots' life between then, because he seems like a really nice guy, and then in the beginning of Shrek, he's like this evil outlaw.
Yeah, he's like an
Hmm.
outlaw sort of
Something
assassin
out
for
there.
hire.
Yeah.
I don't really get like what
Well,
happens between that and that. Also, what happens between him and Softball? Because she returns in the second one. And she's like, "You betrayed me," and I can't remember why. I don't think she's Spanish.
she is. It's Salma Hayek, so she's sort of Latin.
Oh, okay.
Well, here's the thing. I can't quite remember exactly what happens, but I'm pretty sure there's something along the lines of he saves the village, and his foster mum knows that he saved the village, but the village don't know he saved the village, and so they think that he's done something wrong. So it's a bit like the A-Team. He's been framed for a crime that he didn't commit, and so he has to live as an outlaw, sort of doing good when he can.
That's the plot of the A-Team.
Come back to
Right.
Yeah, that's the plot of the A-Team. The A-Team are a crack Vietnam squad that were framed for a crime they didn't commit. That's the opening thing of the
Oh.
A-Team, the TV show.
Never watched
They
it.
live in the shadows, but when you call, you might just get the A-Team. Da, 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 da,
What's
da.
all these like references you get? Like, where did you watch the A-Team?
Well,
what's wrong with A-Team?
my stepsisters will have to bleep this, but my stepsister's deadbeat dad had a big collection of DVDs.
Ah, okay.
genuinely,
The
and in
A-Team.
there was like every series of the A-Team. So that's why I watched the
Ah.
A-Team and Red Dwarf.
Okay.
Yeah, my deadbeat dad showed me Red Dwarf.
Yeah,
Classic.
that's it.
Well, thanks, Seb.
Great. Cool.
Yeah.
I feel like you've said, okay, so Puss in Boots is the best because it's got nothing to do with Shrek. This is the best Shrek movie because it's got nothing to do with Shrek. It hasn't got Shrek in it. The cinematography is completely different to Shrek. The plot is way more contrived. The villain is like just never.
Look, it's just a good film. Like that's the thing.
There's
That's
no
all I can
character
say of it.
development.
It's like
but it was fun.
If you watched it, the whole thing that come up over and over again. I like how I correct myself from comes up to come up. It's still the thing that comes up over and over. It's such a fucking bumpkin. The thing that consistently surfaced in all of the reviews and stuff that I saw on this, what with it being my favorite Shrek movie, and it really is not just one of my favorite Shrek movies. One of my favorite films of all time is Puss in Boots, and that's not a joke, genuinely.
Was it what bit was it that you loved the most? The bit where Humpty Dumpty's not dead, or the over easy joke? What was your favorite bit?
I just think
those two bits.
The thing that comes up consistently is that this film has no right to be as good as it is. It's a spin-off. It's a spin-off in the Shrekiverse. And yet, it's incredibly funny, incredibly well. Like the cinematography is brilliant. It's very heartfelt. It's got some very deep and adult and emotive themes. It's very complex emotionally. It doesn't just have a happily ever after, and it is about the human condition. And I think unless you've seen it, you can't understand how good it is. It's a genuinely really good film.
I think you should really watch the second one because the second one is actually a really good film. And the thing about Puss in Boots 1 is, so I watched Shrek Forever After once in the cinema when it came out, and I still remember a lot of that film, so I still consider it like a good film. I watched Puss in Boots 1 a year after it came out, and that came out basically the same time, and I remember nothing of it.
Why are you seeing so many Shrek films in the cinema?
Because they're Shrek films.
But like, how old were you when Shrek 4 came out?
14?
Yeah, I saw Shrek 4 in the cinema.
I saw Puss in Boots 2 in the cinema. Like, you're never too old to watch Shrek films.
You saw Puss in Boots 2 in the cinema.
What are you talking about? We all love Shrek films. Why are you suddenly gatekeeping? Oh, you have to be 6 years old to like this film. You just said it's your favorite film of all time.
No, I don't, and I watched it on demand at a later date, and when that was good, I actually really liked it. But like, if I was like, oh guys, I'm going to the cinema today to unironically watch Madagascar 4, you'd be like, what?
You know what, Seb? Maybe you should be so judgmental. Maybe he took a honey with him.
You
know what I mean? Maybe Vinny's taking the chicks on the dates. How do you know?
I have to take a chick on a date to watch Shrek, bro.
No, I'm saying no. That's not,
I want to watch Madagascar 4 because Madagascar 4 sounds like fucking shit. I don't want to watch Madagascar 4. You can pay me to watch that shit. I'd love to watch Shrek. Mate, if they re-release any of the Shrek films, except for maybe Shrek the Third, in the cinema, I would go to watch that. 100%.
You can hold yourself to that because they're re-releasing Shrek 2 on the anniversary this year.
Oh, shit, really?
So you will have to be there.
Well, we should all go. Should we all go and watch the midnight release of Shrek 5?
Yes.
I'll be down for that.
Not at midnight.
Yes.
Why?
Would they do it midnight?
I don't know if they're doing midnight release of Shrek 5.
It's not
we should go and watch it in the cinema.
I'll help you out a bit, Seb, because when I first watched Puss in Boots, I loved it so much that I went to Tesco's to buy it afterwards. And I was like, oh yeah, they've got it in Tesco's, I'll buy this. I got it home, put it in, I was like, this is not Puss in Boots.
It's not it.
Someone had made like a rip-off right at the same time to make money off of it called Puss in Boots.
Oh yeah.
My god. No way.
I remember that.
I was so angry and it was so bad.
They always do stuff like that. Like when Dunkirk was in the cinema, they re-released like the 1971 film Dunkirk on DVD. And it's such a scam. Because like, come on, no one wants to watch like 1971's Dunkirk. Puss.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. Oh yeah, I've seen a picture of this. Yeah, it looks Puss in Boots, a furry tale.
Yeah, it's Puss and Boots. Yeah, it's even got the green text, everything.
That looks garbage.
It's £3.79 on Amazon.
Did it have like that cover?
I mean,
Do you
that's
remember, Amy?
outrageous.
Yeah.
Had a cover so similar because I'm not stupid and I'm a big Shrek fan.
Was
so-
it this one? Because that doesn't look dissimilar there. They've done the writing and everything
Yeah.
there that I would think that might be.
William Shatner.
And I was just so excited. I didn't even think.
Oh no, that one. That's the one with the Shrek writing. I would think that was Puss in Boots.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh wow, it's like an
Oh, it
AI
was
image.
so bad.
Goodness me. Well,
Well,
should we get to ranking these?
Right.
Shrek
Let's just
films?
fucking get the obvious over.
How should we do it?
I wonder if we should all three pick our top three, obviously not including our own pick,
Okay.
and then kind of just work it out from there. So like as a sort of a point system. So Amy, do you wanna go first? Do you think you know what your top three is in order?
I know which two are the highest and which two are the lowest in my head.
I mean, there's a
Yeah.
very obvious two highest, two lowest.
Yeah.
But don't but not including your own.
Yeah,
What
you can't
order
include
put
your
them in?
own.
Not including your own.
Oh,
What's the
that's good.
order?
Okay. It'd be Shrek 2. Oh,
I'm just gonna do like a point system. So Shrek 2 gets like 3 points, and then the second place will get 2 points.
Hmm.
I
And
would
the
be
third place
honest,
one.
and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Seb, because Puss in Boots is actually one of my favorite films, but I don't think you've done it very good justice. So I'm gonna put Shrek 3 and then Puss in Boots.
This is absolutely outrageous.
That's
Shrek
fair.
3, Shrek goes to high school.
Yeah, I feel
Stop
like
saying that, Seb.
Mark, like really, I felt like I was in an inspirational TED talk.
It's because it's a good movie.
Well,
People
'cause
just
he's
aren't
right.
appreciating it.
Just
Even
'cause-
though, even
Oh,
though
I'm
you're
a dad.
like, oh, it's a film, but I just feel
No.
like you didn't have any genuine points.
Yeah, exactly. You're just like, oh mate, it's so funny, like over easy and that, like Umpty Dumpty's in it, mate, and he's well funny, but he's
Well,
actually.
maybe I
dickhead.
could have got in more of a flow if it wasn't for you fucking barging in every 5 minutes. Then I fucked a cat.
Yeah, it might be a case of
Well.
when judges in court they get tired and hungry, and then they send people to prison. They're more like send people to prison. That might maybe that's a factor, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
sorry, you went last.
No, I think that's bang on, Amy. Actually, that's bang on. Because I'll do mine next. Then mine is
Go for it.
out of the ones I can't pick. Oh, see, it's hard to pick between two and one. I would probably say two only just. Like they're almost level, but I think because two is a sequel, it's extra bit because it's got Puss in Boots in it. It takes it a bit further. So I would say two, very closely followed by one.
Because it's got
Then a
Puss in
big-
Boots in it.
Then a big gap, big enough for Shrek 3, then Puss in Boots.
Right. Well, I would go Shrek 2, Shrek 1, big gap, really big. Shrek 3, Shrek goes to high school.
Not Shrek, what the fucking do you, mate?
Right. Well, I think Shrek 1 definitely for me.
Shrek 1 is number one.
Shrek
We can't
1 is
pick
number
two.
1. And then see, it is hard because Shrek 3 kind of made. I feel like Shrek 3 is the film that made Shrek the laughing stock of the internet for a little while. Like Shrek 1 and 2 are great films, very very endearing, great films. Like Shrek 3 comes out and it's like a parody of itself a little bit, and it's what kind of derailed the series a little bit, I think. And I think it's what made people not really care that much about Shrek Forever After, even though
Because they weren't ready for the themes. They just
great
the audience
film.
wasn't ready.
But I don't
Shrek
think he
3
really
is like
sold
the
Puss in Boots
Eminem
on
of
me.
is the Eminem of Shrek. That doesn't make sense. We'll skip that.
No, that
What?
makes no sense.
You know how like Eminem's become like a meme of himself?
Like he is now, yeah.
Yeah, that's what Shrek 3 is to Shrek.
Like Shrek got sober.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Schrober. He came off the shrugs. Come on, let's go.
But the other side of it is if there wasn't Puss in Boots 1, there wouldn't be Puss in Boots 2. And Puss in Boots 2 is really good. So I'm gonna put Puss in Boots 2 as second. and that's made
It's
it
not Puss in
really...
Boots 2.
Sorry, Puss in
Puss in
Boots
Boots 1,
1 as second, which is in my point system. This has kind of fucked it a bit. So
That's bullshit.
I've got Shrek 2 at number 1 with 9 points. Shrek 2 at number... Sorry. Shrek 2...
I think we all agreed Shrek 2 was number 1. Me, Amy, and Seb all said 2.
So Shrek 2's number 1 with 9 points. And then the first Shrek is second on 7 points. And then it's a tie with Puss in Boots and Shrek 3. Should we just like roll some dice?
No, I think
No.
to do it is to go to look at the IMDb score and see which one is higher.
No, it's not, because
Puss in Boots 1 is higher.
Obviously, and you know that because all the people are going to be like, oh, that Puss in Boots is so cute, mate. He's so good. But you're just not ready for the themes, and you're still not listening to the themes that I outlined.
Oh, I'm
Shrek
a dad.
3 by being like, it's the one that made it a laughing stock.
Or being a dad's really scary. I came in my girlfriend with no condom on, and now I'm confused. There's a baby. Fucking grow up, mate.
You weren't listening. You weren't listening.
Oh, I knew what it meant to be a dad, but I didn't know what it meant to be a dad. Fucking grow up.
Isn't it like, oh, we should all applaud Shrek for not leaving his family?
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah.
No, it's not that. It's not about leaving. It's about him going, like, just being like, he's really frightened, and then he takes it on full course.
Yeah, well, if Fiona was frightened, what the fuck was she going to do? She would have had
She is frightened too. She's like, oh shit, I can't believe this is going to be crazy. It's okay to be frightened as a new parent.
No, it's
scary
not.
Shit,
grow
mate.
up.
Oh, Seb, you're in for a fucking treat, man. I can't wait to hear you crying down the phone like, oh, I can't do it anymore.
Nah, I'll just fucking bottle it all in and then kill myself at like 50. Like a real man. And then all my mates can go, I wish we just had a pint and a packet of crisps. And I just asked them, are you thinking about killing yourself? Like all them adverts say. There's just every men's brand now is just like, when you're having a pint, just ask your mate, are you thinking about killing yourself?
It is like that. They are the adverts.
Or when you're having a pint and one of your mates heckles a woman in the street, maybe tell him he shouldn't have done that. That's just it. That's just the two options.
Having a pint in the street and your mate's just heckling women.
When you're having a pint on the building site.
when you're on the building site, that's the two options you have, all right? When you're having a pint, your mate's either going to kill himself or be a sex attacker. That's the rules.
Tell him to wind his neck in.
Those two things.
Yeah.
If you're on the tube,
so what are we saying? Are we saying? So I think we're saying 2-1-3 Puss in Boots.
Fuck off. That's not what anyone said.
It is.
I think either we say joint third for the other two, or Amy, you're the guest. I'd be happy to hand it to you for the tiebreaker.
So
fuck off, because you already picked
Seb,
Puss
shut
in
up.
Boots. You already picked Puss in Boots.
You two scramble for third place. Desperately.
I like how you said that like some sort of semi-interested Roman emperor watching two gladiators whilst also got Shrek horns on.
Horns, their ears. If you even knew about Shrek, mate, but you don't. All you watch is Puss in Boots. It's got nothing to do with Shrek.
Mate, I watch Puss in Boots and I get Puss in Boots.
I don't know.
That doesn't count.
Rank it on you guys' performance or the films.
Like, look, as for
whatever you think.
I was really ill. I shat myself yesterday. Okay? Less than 48 hours ago, I thought I was a boat. Okay?
What I would say is, which one, Amy, has got Shrek in it? It's as simple as that. You might not like Shrek 3 that much, but it has Shrek in it, and he's doing Shrek shit, and he's being Shrek. Puss in Boots hasn't even got Shrek in it. It can't be in the top. It's not even got Shrek in it. It's got an egg in it. He makes shit jokes and is an arsehole.
Mate, you're an egg who makes shit jokes.
I'm so sorry, Seth.
Oh, fuck off.
Heard it here first. Shrek 3 is the third best Shrek film.
It's just like all of my nightmares. Just some girl in Shrek ears telling me I didn't perform well enough. What an absolute fucking fever dream this is.
Vindicated. Yes. Shrek 3
Right.
finally getting the recognition it deserves.
Only because I was
Right.
ill, all right?
No, because it's supposed to be shit, mate.
That was a fun one. I was going to say that was a really fun one.
That was a
I
very
really
fun
enjoyed talking
episode.
about Shrek. I loved
Yeah.
watching Shrek 2 again. I watched it with my housemate and my friend, and yeah, it was just the whole time we were just laughing the whole time, being like yeah, it's such a great film. I haven't watched it in so long. Really, really, really delighted to have Amy back on the pod as well. It's been a while.
I can't believe Mork beat me on
Yeah, it's been a
expected
pleasure.
Shreks per 90.
What?
Excess per 90.
Expected Shreks, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, Amy, you were about to speak, and I just
No,
cut over
I
you with a
just
really
said
bad
that.
football joke.
Don't worry. I was just saying thank you for having me. It's very fun.
Well, yeah,
Is
thanks
this
for
the fourth? Is this the fourth one you've been on now?
I think so, yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
So,
What episode
Just-
of Goats is this? 90.
90.
Oh,
90,
what are you going to do for 100? You got a plan?
gonna get
Wow.
naked.
Ourselves.
Well, we could say it now. To be
So-
fair, we kind of decided it roughly today anyway.
Yeah,
Do we?
well, we're all having a baby together.
So basically,
Shrek babies.
Yeah.
the news is at 100, we are gonna hang up the mics for a bit, for like an extended bit.
Aw.
That's the news. So yeah, obviously, if you listen to this, 10 episodes to go. We're not saying definitively Goats is done, but it is quite a commitment. And, you know, I can say this personally, running a podcast is a full-time job. I work for a podcast.
As well as your full-time job.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah.
but running a podcast, I work for a podcast that puts out an hour and a half every week, and there's 6 people doing that full time, and we run a podcast that puts out an hour and a half every week, and we are 3 people doing it in our spare time. So it is quite a commitment. So I think we're going to take a little bit of a longer bit of a break. However, we have already said like we might come back for couple of little one-off specials or
Something, maybe.
see what we decide to do with it. It's definitely not over, but I think just for the time being, we have
For now.
goated as much as we can go. And maybe
Indefinite
when,
hiatus.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
you know, maybe in a year or 2 years or 10 years when we're old and grey and moaning about my child, we can all, we can all do it.
Laugh at you.
Yeah. Thank you all for listening. That has been the top 4 greatest Shrek movies of all time. I've been your host, Sebek Lark. Thank you, Amy, for joining us again. Thank you, Vinny, for joining us as always. And thank you, Mork, for joining us as always. Come back next week for...
Are we doing Wote film sequel? I guess we could do Wote film sequel because we've already kind of
Yeah, I've got a script for that already.
already sort of got some research for that.
Yeah. We'll just do that.
Wote, come back next week for Wote film sequel and enjoy your final 10 episodes of Goats. It is the final countdown. Come back next week, please, for the love of God. 9 more episodes to go. 10 more episodes. Not 9 more episodes to go. Love you. Bye.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Fuck, that's so badly. It's 10. Where do you get 9 from?
I don't know.
Right,
I'm not very good
Sam.
at this.